Welcome to another episode of Bucket City. We got my man JT, Rel, Rose.
Oh,
What's going on, y'all? Listen. Before we start, I just wanna say, listen, man, it's so hard. Nah, never mind, bro. Listen, man, we'll talk about the bum ass Suns a little bit, man. I'm gonna get nasty, bro. I'm gonna get nasty, bro.
The hot topic of the day is Westbrook versus CP3.
let's get let's
Who
let's
ranks
knock some things off before we do.
who ranks higher all time? Who's a better player, point guard?
Chris
Rose and
Paul
Rel, the
still,
floor is y'all.
Chris Paul still ranks higher all time, but if Russell Westbrook is 10 on my list, Chris Paul is a 9.
Okay, and if when you said that in group chat, I'm gonna hold you to that. So who's the 8 point guards that you got above this nigga?
You could give me Gary Payton. You could give me Jason Kidd. Matter of fact, Chris Paul is number 7. Steve Nash is not better than Chris Paul. That nigga's ass. Steve Nash is ass. I'm not gonna do that, bro.
Okay.
But you could give me GP. Nah, let me go down the list. Magic, Curry, the Big O. You have Kid. You have GP. Um, am I
Zeke
forgetting that? Yeah, Isaiah Thomas would be 6. Who would be number
six.
7? Yeah, Isaiah Thomas would be 6.
Nigga, that's
This
five.
in
That's
order? You doing this
wait.
in order?
You
Nah,
said
9 order. Just who would be
that
ahead
I'm
of
about to
Chris
say. I'm
Paul?
about to say. I'm about
Okay.
to say. I'm about to say.
Nah,
I'm about
nah,
to say.
It's
Kitty
not in
better than
order.
Zeke.
No, it's not in order. It's not in order. So yeah, it's dump truck. Goddamn. Zeke would be number 6 because I said Magic, Curry, Big O, Jason Kidd. Yeah. Isaiah Thomas 5. Number 6 would be Gary Payton. Number 7 would be CP Nash Westbrook. That's it. That's it.
I'm
I
iffy
don't
on the
think
GP. I'm
I
real iffy
bro.
on GP.
Listen, bro. I don't think. Listen. My biggest problem with last night, where it made me look at Chris Paul for 2.0, bro, up 2-0, 5 of them shit's blown. 5 of them shit's blown. It's terrible. Last night, injury, no injury, up, down, left, right, bro. Luca should not have outscored you and Devin Booker combined. And then you're quote unquote the point guard with 4 assists. Four
Mm.
four assists, bro. And a closeout game. Yes, he's more efficient than Westbrook. Cool. But anything else, what you gonna say? He's an assist leader versus an MVP. On your resume, what would you rather have? Oh, the nigga passed the ball a lot. Or he was the number one nigga in the league, MVP.
so again, you say that the Russell Westbrook the year that he won the MVP, best player in the world.
He was up there. You could consider him one of those. The year he won an MVP, bro, he was a top 5 player in the league that year, bro. Top 5, argue top 3 player in the league, bro. Triple double. Then we compare both of their OKC years when they was the man with that shitty ass team. Chris Paul had like 7 players in double digits. Russell Westbrook had 3, and 2 of them was big men.
Mm.
Come on, bro. Like, yeah, he went up to have Paul George shit the bed with Paul George twice. And then I also give him a little leeway because in that closeout game, the nice ass Paul George gave a whopping 5 points. And he gave him 42. I think he gave him a 42-point triple double.
What
He
about the
gave
next
him
year?
Melo gave him 7 points. Paul
What
George
about the
gave him
next year?
5. Yeah, and then the next year both of them shit the bed and they played bad. Even if you
Only one of them should have been.
even if you want to say Westbrook played bad the next year, fine, he played bad. To me, I think Chris Paul has also been in better situations than Westbrook, bro. outside of Westbrook and KD, Chris Paul's been in better situations. I think the Houston team was better when he was on Houston. OKC team was better.
What's good,
You
Brandon?
even look at the last past 2 years. That Suns team was not way better, but it was better than that Lakers team. It was like this year that Suns team was better than that Lakers team. Last year that Suns team was better than the Washington Wizards.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. This year, who would you rather have on your team? Chris Paul or Russell Westbrook?
Give me Russell Westbrook.
Nigga, what?
Nah, for real, for real, for real.
All
Nah,
right,
nah,
bro.
nah, nah. All
All
trolling
right,
to
bro.
side, bro.
All
Nah,
right, bro.
nah.
All right, bro.
Last night, nah.
All
You know what I saw last night that I didn't like, bro? Because even when me and JT was playing on Clubhouse and arguing and all that, bro, one thing I don't like, bro, don't if you losing like that, bro, don't what the fuck is Rondo doing? Oh my god, bro. My fault,
This
y'all.
nigga said Rondo.
Nah, bro. Y'all gonna see the Bleacher Report when they pop up on y'all phone. Um, if you're gonna lose like that, bro, don't lay down, bro. I felt like last night Chris Paul just laid down, bro. Just laid down. Bro, one thing I know Westbrook is gonna do, even if he's getting blown out about 50, 42, he's gonna take 50 shots that game. And tell me I'm wrong. Westbrook is in a blowout. Westbrook will take 50 shots, bro.
Greatest strength is his weakness.
Yo,
Real,
bro,
real.
and what I saw from yesterday, bro, even if I gotta pull muscle, bro. If you're gonna do that, bro, say something. You played bad 4 games straight. If you're gonna play and you know you're not at your full health, for one, you're hurting your team. If you know you can't even play to your straightest, to your best part, then we talk about he played the game and then the nigga played like ass. Let Luca outscore him, and then in the series I sent it, bro. I sent it to the group chat. Luca had more points than I think everybody on the Mavs. More points than Devin Booker. More assists than Chris Paul in the series. More rebounds than DeAndre Ayton. Bro, like for one, you the point guard, bro. You supposed to. One thing I think you're gonna do if you're gonna do it, you're gonna assist the ball. Luca having more assists than you, bro. That's unacceptable. You going out just like, okay, these niggas just beat me by 40. It's unacceptable, bro. I don't like it, bro. That's just me. If y'all think, ooh, whoop-de-doo, he gonna pass the ball and all that, that's cool, bro. But
But you
that's
picking
just
Russ
me.
over him this year?
You
This
talking about
year?
this year or all time?
No, he
This
said this
all
year.
time. Answer both.
This year, Chris Paul, all time, Russell Westbrook.
I can't.
For sure.
Bro.
For sure.
And
This
I hate
year,
using
yeah.
the
Nah,
I hate
this
using the switch teams argument. I'm religious for saying I hate the switch teams argument, but in this case I'm gonna use it because like I think it's fair to do it. Like if Chris Paul had been in the situations Russell Westbrook was in, I think it's fair to say he would have been more successful in those spots. I think Chris Paul with Kevin Durant, they could have made more noise than what I think Chris Paul and Kevin Durant don't blow a 3-1 lead.
I don't think
I
so.
think I think Chris Paul with Paul George, they don't get 4-1 2 years in a row.
They lost 4-2.
Granted,
Utah though 4-2.
yeah, 4-2. Yeah, yeah. I don't think they lose to Utah. I definitely don't think they lose to Portland. Um, especially with the way PG played. Um, the year with you can't really say nothing about because that small ball shit wasn't gonna ever work, especially against the Lakers. So I don't
Pretty
know, bro.
much deal.
I don't know.
Well, my thing about it is that y'all can sit there and say that if he was in those situations, I think him and what's homie name? Kevin Durant still blowing that 3-1. I believe that. I believe they still blowing that 3-1. The way the Warriors was playing, Chris Paul was not gonna do nothing to stop them guys.
I
He
had this
wasn't.
debate with Alon on Clubhouse already.
He was
Why
not
do
gonna
y'all
do.
think if y'all
Hold
put
on, hold on,
CP3 on
Josh.
that team?
Hold on, Josh. But I don't
You might have
think
a point.
I don't think he was gonna do nothing to stop them boys whipping them how they did. Yeah, he may have passed the ball a little bit better, shot a three,
It's
been
not
more
just passing
efficient.
the ball though. It's
But
not
bro,
just.
I don't. What you gonna say?
I don't think
He
Chris
was gonna
Paul.
lock down what
There's a
somebody. He
difference
wasn't gonna
between. There's
lock
a
down
difference
nobody,
between.
bro.
There's a difference between a good passer and a guy who's a legit floor general. I think guys like Luca, guys like Ben Simmons, guys like shit. You can say LeBron to an extent, even though he kind of has it both. Let's take LeBron out of it. Luca, Ben Simmons, who's another one? Who's another one? Who's another one? Shit, Russell Westbrook. Those are guys who are just good passers. They're not really good floor generals. They don't really run the offense. They don't have game. They don't control the game pace. They don't control the game tip. They don't control the game. They're just really good passers. They hit guys open. Chris Paul can control the pace of the game. I don't think games would get out of hand the way they did in OKC if Chris Paul is running the show.
I do, bro, because we've seen Chris Paul blow a 3-1. Like we've seen that shit happen, bro. And then I've had this argument a while back. I also read off those Clipper numbers. He was in double digits. DeAndre Jordan was in double digits. What's homie name? JJ Redick was in double digits. Jamal Crawford was in double. Bro, they had like 7, 8 plays in double digits. Still lost. 7, 8 plays in double digits the next year. Still lost. 6 plays in double digits the next year. Still lost. After a while, bro, how many point scorers you need? All right, it's cool. You floor general. You can control the tempo. You can find the ball, do all of that. But when you have all of that scoring to your name, bro, and on your team, at some point, bro, that shit has to take a hit, bro.
But that
What like
scoring is a result to him of him controlling the tempo. Like
and
JJ
that's
Redick doesn't
and that's
average
cool,
how,
bro.
how
But
many
you
points did he
have to
average?
win. He had averaged like 18,
JJ doesn't average 18 without Chris Paul.
bro. I'm telling you, bro.
I
That's cool,
100%. I
bro.
can guarantee that, and I don't even know. I don't. Y'all know I don't die off numbers. Like I can 100% guarantee JJ Redick has never averaged that many points.
Now I think one
I
year
know it.
in the Orlando Magic year, I think he averaged like 22 or 20.
Nah, hell nah. That's around what Dwight was averaging.
I think he was around there, somewhere close. I seen that shit one day.
Talking
I
about
got
with Dwight?
yeah on one of those Orlando years, he was like
Hell,
22 or 20.
hell nah. Because Dwight never passed up like 22, 23. And I know JJ wasn't scoring the same as Dwight. I know he wasn't. Hey, that's y'all argument though. I look personally. My thing with Chris Paul is like I get the failures. I get the blown 2-0 leads. I get all of that. But in the same breath, we got to think like, well, I'm not high on pure point guards anyway, so it's not really something to. That doesn't surprise me. Stuff like this doesn't surprise me. I came into this playoff saying the Suns got to prove themselves. Even though they made the finals last year, the Suns have not beaten a healthy team in the playoffs yet. Like every team they played has been missing somebody or they were severely damaged. Like the Lakers, they were real hobbled. The Nuggets, they didn't have Jamal Murray. The Clippers didn't have Kawhi, and they squeezed out of the Clippers series. If we really add context, they squeezed out the Clippers series. The Bucks wiped the floor with them after going up 2-0. The Pelicans even made it a dogfight without Zion. If Zion plays, that series is going to 7, and we don't know what happens. We just seen how they performed in the game 7.
JT, I
So
was wrong. It wasn't Orlando. It was in Philadelphia. He averaged 18.1.
in Philly,
Yeah, in Philly, he averaged 18.1. His
that
second
was
year
with
in Philly.
Jimmy Butler and all them.
Yeah, I think Jimmy.
Yeah,
Yeah, Jimmy and them
yeah,
guys.
yeah.
But
I
bro,
don't know, bro.
like this Chris Paul. I just can't hold him so high, bro. Even if last night, if they would have lost, bro, I would have respected them lost like even if they lost like Giannis lost by what, 15, 16 points last night. But you
20.
seen what him, even he lost by 20, bro. But you gotta understand what niggas respect about Giannis lost, bro. Can you say honestly yesterday when you watched that game by Giannis, you was like, damn, this nigga like, bro, he just gave up, bro. He saw they was losing and just stopped, bro. No,
Hell no.
no, bro, you can't honestly say that, bro. Once them niggas was down in the first quarter, nigga, I'm looking at the floor like, where the fuck is Chris Paul at? It's just Devin Book out there just running around like a chicken with his head cut off, bro. Just running around, bro. I would have no problem with Russell Westbrook. I would have had no problem with Chris Paul, bro, if he at least was out there with him and his niggas, bro, shooting the ball, saying "fuck that, give me the shot, fuck that, give me the shot." He could have shot
But
50
that's
shots
never
last
who's been Chris Paul was. It never was who he was.
bro, and that's my problem, bro. If you're gonna go out, bro, at least go out swinging. Don't go out on some shit like, I'm already losing. I'm already losing. Yo, bro, if I'm losing, JT, I'm taking a million shots, bro. I'm gonna take a million shots.
But my Rail. So did this performance knock Chris Paul down so badly that you got Russell Westbrook ahead of him?
No. On the all-time list, he's 7 because that's disrespectful. I'm not gonna lie, Steve Nash might be number 10 because that nigga's mid, bro. But he might be 7 or like 8, bro. Like he felt like for me, my honestly, he was like top 4 to me, bro. After last night, bro, that shit was just bad, bro. That shit was bad, bro. It was bad to look at. I'm not gonna lie, it was just bad to look at, bro. And then it's like anybody that's a CP3 fan that was in the room, ask JT, ask Josh. We like, yo, where the CP3 fans at? All them niggas came off their mic and was like, yo, bro, we can't even defend this. We can't defend this, bro. I don't know what the nigga was doing. And that's his fans, bro, that's telling you, I can't defend it. I don't know what he was doing. I don't know what he was doing.
I'm not defending. I
But
never.
like
Oh,
me as a fan, bro, I defend the nastiest shit, bro. I could defend RJ Barrett taking 20 shots and scoring 24. I would defend some stupid shit like that, bro. But when you look at that game last night, bro, if anybody, bro, I swear to God, my favorite player is AI, bro. If I see AI have a game like that, bro, I'm not defending it. Penny, I'm not defending that, bro. I'm not defending that. And however way you feel about that shit, bro, that's just how you feel about it, bro. That shit was nasty, bro.
again,
That shit, that shit was a nasty game.
Chris Paul's performance last night. All I said was to try to put Westbrook above him because of a bad performance. That's horrible. That's all I was trying.
Yeah, but we gotta like the
But it's
point
not
guard.
just one, Rose. It's not
The
just
point,
one.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. The
It
point
It's
guard
not
shit.
just one.
could be multiple. You could add their whole careers. I'm still taking Chris Paul over Russell Westbrook career.
Based on what?
Wait.
Based on what? Because he gonna get you out the first round.
No, that has nothing to do with it. That first of all, if you look at all NBA teams, I told you he has more first teams and has all more defensive teams. Like to me, it's not even a question.
I don't know why he has more.
Tell that man go win something. Ring MVP. Tell Chris Paul go win something. How
If
about
Russell
that?
Westbrook, if he never breaks history, he never gets an MVP. So we can say
Hey,
too, man.
Josh, Rel, I see what y'all see how we having this argument, right?
Oh my God.
Remember what me and Rel was talking about a couple of days ago? I ain't gonna bring it up.
Listen,
that's
it's
not
on
the
the dock
topic.
anyways. But I want to go back to this. Y'all really believe if CP3 was on the Thunder, they don't blow that 3-1? There's no way y'all believe that.
Nah, I don't believe
take it
that.
back.
In
I
defense,
don't know.
I'm not gonna sit here and defend that.
Yeah, me neither. I don't know.
I don't believe that just because I've seen him blow a 3-1 to a what he blew a 3-1 to who? San Antonio? Like who the fuck did he blow a 3-1? Like I seen a nigga blow a 3-1. So how them Warrior niggas was playing, I think they would blow that 3-1 too. You can say it's nasty, I'm being nasty, but if you see somebody do it, then you see a team that's better than the team that he blew a 3-1 to. Come on, bro. I think he'll still blow that 3-1. And listen, what Patrick Beverly said earlier,
Pete Bev went crazy.
I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Pete Bev went crazy.
Can he guard a park car?
Man.
I got some words for the Bucks too, but go ahead,
I
Josh. Do your
mean,
thing, bro.
smaller defenders. Luka would
What?
just.
You couldn't guard Jalen Brunson? What the fuck you mean smaller defenses? What are you talking?
Anyway,
Nah. Honestly,
I'll
bro,
say
we
this:
talking about smaller.
I'll say this: he's not the defensive player he used to be, like back in New Orleans, and even a little bit in when he was
Bro,
with the
he wasn't
Clippers.
stopping Deron Williams either. We could go
Darren was
all
in
the
New
way back,
Orleans.
that's a bigger point guard.
bro. The
Darren was
only
like
point guard
6'4",
I can
6'5",
ever
bro.
think of that he can probably stop, but a lot of niggas can stop is Rondo, bro.
But then again, no superstar ever gets stopped. When has a superstar been stopped? You can slow him down.
He's not stopping or slowing down Kyrie. And I know I don't give a fuck about Kyrie, bro.
Nobody
Curry,
is, but Marcus Smart apparently.
Curry done my mixtape that nigga 1,001 times, bro. We don't need to talk about Curry, bro.
Are we talking about prime Chris Paul? Clearly, he makes defensive teams and he's a defensive player. He's not making defensive.
Bro, that nigga made defensive teams for getting like 2 steals a game, 3 steals a game. That's why he made the shit passing lanes and shit like that, bro.
That wasn't passing lanes. That was not passing lanes.
No, if that's the case, Allen Iverson would have made defensive teams too.
Nah, he was too busy scoring and getting MVPs.
Nigga, he let the
Like
league.
top tier players are supposed to
If
do.
with you
MVPs.
let the league in steals, if that's the case, the nigga will be making all defensive teams. Yes or no?
He was too busy getting MVPs.
That's
Again,
your
He get
argument. I got
MVP
nothing
and
to
you
do
get
with
just
this
steals,
said
shit.
bro.
he plays the passing lanes. Allen Iverson led the league in steals and was playing the passing lanes. If that's the case, the nigga would have made an all defensive team. Yes or no?
They hold him then. They hold him. They hold him.
Well, and what
Hey,
Rel's saying,
let's
yes,
keep
he
going.
should
Let's
have
keep
made
going.
one.
Let's keep going. Let's keep
They
going.
hold him.
That's what he's saying.
Rail is gonna jump off a cliff today, bro. He's going to jump off
They
the.
hold him,
He's
bro.
going to jump off the. He's going to jump off the
The
Grand
next
Canyon.
topic of
I
the
see it.
day is
Bro, Kyrie Irving may be a better defense. Never mind, bro.
All right, bro.
who do you prefer to have your second option to be, Chris Middleton or Paul George? Rose, who do you have? Because these two are about to argue for like 30 minutes.
Oh my god, bro.
As a second option,
Yes,
Chris Middleton or Paul George.
as your sidekick.
I'm not even gonna answer. I'm just not even gonna
You
answer.
got to choose one.
I'm gonna let them argue and then I'll answer.
Oh my God, you got to go ahead, man.
You know who I'm picking, man. Give me the second option that actually has a NBA championship and played well in the finals. Give me that one. I'm
See,
just saying, bro. A proven nigga, man.
see, the thing about this argument is right. It's two sides of it. There's Rail side who's saying Middleton has proven that he can be an effective second option, and in the championship games, right? And you can't dispute that because he came up, he did what he was supposed to do as the second option to Giannis in the finals. And then there's my side of it, who I'm sure anybody in here will agree to it. Paul George is a better player than Chris Middleton. I think that's clear. I think that's clear, right? So if you're going to stand with Rail Point and say, well, Chris Middleton did it. Chris Middleton was in the finals. He played good as the second option. So he's better. If that's your standpoint, you got it. You can have it. I'm not gonna debate with you. But everybody in the entire world knows PG is better than Chris Middleton. There is not nothing in this world concerning the orange basketball, concerning the game that Mr. Naismith made, bro. There's nothing concerning that Chris Middleton is better than PG. Nothing.
All right.
He's not a better ball handler. He's not a better scorer. He's not a better defender.
There's one thing that I can make an argument for.
You're finna be an asshole. I know you are. I just know you finna be an asshole. Go ahead and say it.
Clutch. You know PG ain't clutch, bro. Like that nigga, come on, bro.
I wasn't even gonna go there. But look,
That's the only thing I was
look at it,
gonna
JT.
say, bro.
But JT, look at it like this. I'm thinking about it now because honestly, when we was on Clubhouse, niggas was just yelling. I'm thinking about it now. As the number one option, bro, of your team, who would you take? Chris Middleton or Westbrook?
Westbrook.
All right. As a number 2 option on your team, you're taking Chris Middleton or Westbrook. You're taking Westbrook over Chris Middleton?
I'm gonna piss you off. I'm picking Westbrook.
Nah,
I'm
bro.
picking
I'm
Westbrook.
not doing that. I'm not doing that, bro.
But
Some
even with
some
that,
number
but
one options can
even
only,
I get
but
what you
how I'm
I get
looking
what you're
at it,
saying, but
bro.
hey, but
Some
like
number 1 options
Russell
can
Westbrook's
only
skill
be.
set, Russell Westbrook's skill set doesn't like translate to being a number 1 option. I've been religious for saying for Russ to be successful, he has to be the guy with the ball in his hands the most, but he can't be the best player. You're never gonna win if Russ is your best player, but you can win if he's like the main guy controlling everything. Like with Kevin Durant. Russ had the ball more than KD, but KD was the best player. PG is one of those guys where no matter what system, no matter what type of offense, no matter what type of defense you run, he's a plug and play type of guy. There's no team that doesn't want a guy like PG. And like I said, he's everything concerning the ball of basketball, ball handling, scoring, defense, being hitting the guys open. He's elite at all of those things. And he showed it last year when Kawhi went down and everybody was saying, you feel me? The Jazz finna win this series. So won 3 straight games. He averaged like 20, 27, and 10 for those last 3 games, bro. And then when he went against the Suns, granted he did lose. Granted he missed that free throw. I know that's what everybody want to say, but like he's still you can make a good case that he was the best player on that floor for that Phoenix series. So yeah, as the number 1 option, if we can say the number 1 option, yeah, he's better than Chris Middleton. But even as a number 2 option, that doesn't change the fact that he's a better player than Chris Middleton just because the position, their roles change. He's still better than Chris Middleton, whether he's the number 1 option or number 2 option.
And I hear you, but this is where I'm gonna answer your question. I would take Chris Middleton, the person that's already proved that he could be a second option in champion. No disrespect to Paul George, I understand he's a better player, but I'm gonna take the person that's already proved as a second option he can win me a ring.
And look,
but the flaw with that argument is like we can't act like
JT. But look,
hold on. No. The flaw with that argument is we can't act like PG has always been in the best situations to win a championship. Granted, he had his chance 2 years ago in the bubble shit, and he folded. I'm not making an excuse for that. But Chris Middleton has played with Giannis his entire career, and there's been, for the last 3 years, most people were saying Bucks out the East, Bucks coming out the East, Bucks coming out the East. The Bucks only came out the East once. When did the only year PG had legit expectations to win a championship was in the bubble year.
I'm not JT. I'm talking about championship, bro. Forget
That's what
that.
you said.
I'm not even talking about that because I'm taking even PG with Russ.
They wasn't winning no championship.
Again, I'm not the expectations was to get out the first round. I expect him to get out the first round though.
Facts. Just like we expected the Bucks to beat Miami in the bubble. Just like we expected the Bucks to beat Boston 2017. Who they lose to in 2018? No, it was 2018 they lost to Boston. Just like 2018, we expected them to beat the Boston Celtics. They lost. 2019, we expected them to beat the Raptors. They lost. 2020, we expected them to beat the Heat. They lost. Finally, Chris Middleton shows up. He steps up. He does his job. Giannis does what he does, and they win the championship last year. But that's 4 years already. That's 4 years. The first 3 years, y'all had expectations, and y'all didn't meet up to them. PG, granted, that first year with OKC, he folded. He had 5 points in the closeout game. The next year, he was an MVP caliber player. And he still performed as an MVP caliber player at an MVP caliber in the playoffs. Russell Westbrook didn't show up.
The best way I could put this is that, sitting back thinking about it, bro, and that's just me personally. I think some number ones are great at number ones and it's not as great as number twos. And some number twos can be great at number twos, but not at number ones. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I can be great at the second man, But if you say, yo, bro, go out there and give me a championship and I'm the number one, bro, I'm gonna look average, bro. And some number twos, bro, they look average playing behind another great player. But when they the man, you can tell like, yo, bro, this nigga is a nice player, bro. And to me, that's what Paul George is, bro. He's a number one man that just is not great at playing the number two spot.
I don't agree with that because the only year you only have 1 year of that sample size. Every other year he's damn near been the number one option.
Listen, and this is why I'm not gonna say that you can't win with him. I'm not gonna throw that, and I don't even like that Westbrook slander. If you can't win with Westbrook, that's a whole nother thing for me, bro. But I'll give him this year. I think the Clippers really have a solid team because their defensive. If you look at and I've told JT this, if you look at how that defensive lineup is, Norman Powell, Robert Covington, who they just repaid Robert Covington, and I knew they were gonna pay him. Robert Covington, Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, Zubac is but at least he can play defense. I think they should get rid of Reggie Jackson, but I think they have enough defense on that team can really fuck up the league, bro. And that's my personal belief. So this year that's coming up, bro, I think this is time for Paul George and Kawhi Leonard to shine, bro. That's my think of it, bro. I think if they don't win the championship this year, or I give them 2 years, bro, the maximum. If they don't, bro, that shit is a failure. That shit is a failure, bro.
Okay, I agree, but that's not the thing we argue right now. And even if that was like the only sample size we have of PG being a number two option is last year. I mean the bubble year, and up until Kawhi got hurt last season. If I'm not mistaken, that's the only two times PG's ever been the number two option. And I'm pretty sure PG's numbers in the regular season are better than Chris Middleton's. I'm pretty sure in the playoff they're probably just about the same. Huh?
JT.
What?
He was the number one option in OKC.
Yes.
Let that fly. Josh, you gonna let that fly?
Yo, he really believes that. I ain't about to argue with him. He believes it.
He was.
It wasn't.
He was.
Westbrook was number one. Paul George was number two.
Well, Westbrook was the primary ball handler. The offense ran through PG. That first year, the 2018,
let me ask.
The year they lost to Utah, he wasn't. The year they lost to Utah, he wasn't.
He was hurt
the next
that year.
He was.
Mm-hmm.
Facts. He was hurt that year too.
I'm still saying Westbrook was number one option in that team.
Though the second year when he was MVP, he was the number one option. I'm not even having that conversation.
Why do you think he was the number two or the number one option? I mean,
the offense literally ran through him. When at the end of games, Westbrook deferred to Paul George. He gave the ball to Paul George, and he said, "Take us home." It was plenty of games PG closed out games for the Thunder. When the Thunder were top 3 in the rankings, that's when PG was showing his ass closing out games for the Thunder. When he got hurt, when PG messed up his shoulder, the Thunder started losing more games. Right or wrong?
Bro, y'all making my head. Y'all seriously making my head.
I'm still taking Chris Mid, man.
I don't see how a guy that has the ball at the end of the games is leading the league in scoring. Leading the team in scoring. And, well, that's the two things. He got the ball in his hands at the end of the game, and he leading the team in scoring. How are you not the number one option?
Hey, man.
Does that not sound like a number one option?
I thought the franchise player was the number one option, but what do I know?
That ain't always the case.
I get what he's saying, but I just can't. I still have Westbrook as number one option in that team because he had the biggest responsibility out of everybody.
Closing out games, not a bigger responsibility. Leading the team in scoring, not the bigger responsibility.
Well, Westbrook had to set up the offense.
Who was the offense?
The whole team. It was a committee.
Paul George. It was Paul George. They had nobody else.
You had Dennis Schroeder that year putting up 16. Jeremy Grant had 14.
Dennis Schroeder and Jeremy Grant. That's setting up offense.
And Steven Adams was putting up 14.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. That ain't a lot of offense to set up. Let's run a pick and roll with Steven Adams. I'm gonna get a dunk or I'm gonna drop it off to him. All right, let's get a ball to PG. Let him do his work. I'm gonna kick it out to Jeremy Grant. He's open in the corner. That's when we take Westbrook out, put Dennis Schroeder in. Now the ball is really in PG hands majority of the time. Dennis Schroeder gonna get his little transition buckets. He gonna get his little cuts, all that. That's where all those guys' points came from. Not to diss Westbrook, but he wasn't running no offense. Westbrook has never ran really an offense.
All right, next topic.
Still give me Chris Middleton.
Is Luka the second best player in the world?
No.
I would say no.
Yeah, we all know. Well,
Giannis is obviously number one.
Did yesterday change our mind about Giannis?
No.
Okay, so we all know number one is Giannis.
Right.
To me, my personal opinion, my number two is Joker.
Not matter.
My number two is Joker. Right now, my number three would be. My 3 and 4 is a toss up? It's between him and JT. My 3 and 4 is a toss up. It's between him and JT. I would like to see. Right now, I'm gonna give them this series to see how they play out, and I'm gonna just see how they play against these two great teams.
No love for Jimmy Butler?
You think? Hold on. You think he's in my top 5? No, fuck out of here.
I'm just saying, bro. He killing.
Jimmy Butler's like on players that I like. If I'm talking like taking my bias out of it, I like Jimmy Butler game. If I'm putting bias in, I'd be like he's 8, but taking my bias out of it, I think you can put 14 players ahead of him in the NBA. At least a solid 14. But I've been advocating this for like a whole year now. The beginning of the year, I was killed in Clubhouse because I said I think Jimmy Butler's better than Paul George, and niggas was like, no. I'm like, all right, bro, that's fine. Like, now
JT is not trying to hit that shit.
bro. I think I'm not talking about bro right now, bro. As the NBA, I think Jimmy Butler's better, bro. I just
Jimmy
think
Butler better than who?
Paul George, bro. I think he's just better than Paul George, bro.
We're gonna ignore that one. Anyways, why do y'all think Joker's better than Luka if we include the season as a totality,
Joker's
including
We're
playoffs?
talking about just this season, or are we talking about like just the second best player in the league in general?
We
This
talking about, I
season.
guessing.
Huh?
This season, not in the world.
Hmm.
Or did I say world?
You said in the world.
In the world, I mean, for me, after seeing what Luka is doing, he might have jumped Joker. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I don't think he jumped Joker in my personal
Because
opinion.
did any of y'all see? Did any of y'all predict the Mavericks going to the Western Conference Finals?
No, I could say no. I thought.
But I don't think.
Let me give
I
E
don't think
Money his
me
credit.
going over. Yeah, facts.
I was
I
on
don't
E
think
Money
just
head
over.
top when E Money had Luka in the Eastern Conference. I mean the Western Conference Finals. I was on E Money head top. I called the nigga stupid. I was like, fuck out of here. Like I was wrong, bro. No. So I give him
think
praise.
the thing is about Luka is like we get so caught up in just like the narrative behind shit, right? So yeah, like of course the Suns had the better record. Luka never got out the first round before, all this good shit. But anybody who is smart knew going into that series, Luka's the best player on the floor. That shouldn't be a debate. Luka was the best player on the floor. He proved it, and even going into the series, no one's gonna say Chris Paul is better than Luka. Nobody's gonna say Devin Booker's better than Luka. Like,
Don't say nobody. That's a conversation, bro. It was. Let me say was.
Luka showed us why it shouldn't have been.
And
Luka
that's what I was
just
about to
showed us why
say. To me, the conversation is dead. But they was having that conversation of who's better. Is Devin Booker the best player under
that was a dumb
man?
conversation. That was a dumb conversation if
Feel
they had.
me?
But the thing is, like, granted, yeah, it's amazing that he won. He did overachieve, but he was the best player in that series. And 9 times out of 10, usually that's what happens when the teams aren't like severely outstacked. And I never thought the Suns were that. The Suns were frauds to me. The Suns were frauds, bro. I didn't see that, like, They beat up
Luka
a
the
whole
next
bunch of
bro.
hurt teams.
This is what makes me hate Luka fans, bro. Luka's the next LeBron. Yo, bro. All right, bro. All right, bro. I'm not gonna do that, bro.
Bro,
I'm not doing that, bro. I'm not doing that.
the Suns were frauds, bro. Like they beat up a whole bunch of hurt teams. They ran into a guy who had his team, who's better than everybody on the floor, and they whipped their ass. Like they beat the shit out of them. Like that's
Well,
not Luka.
JT,
What Luka did doesn't impress me enough to where I gotta look at Jokic and say, damn, I think this kid might be better than you because I've seen Jokic do some crazy shit. I've seen Jokic really beat teams that he really wasn't supposed to beat. I've seen Jokic just be a more effective player. I've seen Jokic translate his team to winning more effectively than Luka does for his team. Like Jokic just being on the floor makes Denver a serious threat to anybody they play. No matter who you are, Jokic, as long as Jokic is on the floor, it's a serious threat.
So JT,
Luka, same
would
thing with
you
Luka,
say?
but not to the level of Jokic.
So JT, would you say? Because how I'm looking at it, I agree with you that Luka was the best player on the floor. But would you say that Luka was the best player on the floor, but the Suns had a better team?
Slightly.
And I think that's
Slightly.
where
Slightly.
I think that's where people have the problem come in at. For some reason, I forgot yesterday. I'm looking at the game. I'm watching it. I'm so worried about Clubhouse. We yelling on Clubhouse. They down by 40. They down by 40. DeAndre Ayton had 3 points, 3 fouls. It's no reason he was locked up by Maxi Cleaver or whoever was guarding him. It was no reason for that, bro. All year, like if we sat down and look at it, bro, all year, like yeah, Luka may have the best. He may have been better than everybody on that team, but that team as a whole, with the consistency, how they played when Devin Booker went out, when they played how Chris Paul went out, when they played how one was in, one was out, bro. We can sit there and maybe I can sit there and say that the team just looked better, looked like a better team. Now, if
But
we're gonna,
that's why the playoffs is a whole different beast, bro. Intangibles come in so much once the playoff come around. We forgot Chris Paul is known for doing this type of shit, bro. Chris Paul is known for just making teams better in the regular season, making teams function great in the regular season. Come playoff time, they crumble. Devin Booker, this was his second time in the playoffs. Second.
First
He's
game
never
7.
made the playoffs before last year. That was his first facts. That was his first ever game 7. This is Devin Booker's second time in the playoffs, bro. I didn't like this doesn't surprise me at all. This doesn't surprise me, bro. To where, mind you, Luka doesn't have a lot of playoff experience neither, but he definitely been through the wire more than Devin Booker and Chris Paul have.
now I don't know about Chris Paul, but he's I don't think first 2 years in the playoffs, both of them were game 7 against a high function defensive team as the Clippers. You understand what I'm saying?
That's what I'm
And
saying. Like,
he even gave them like we could say give him 40 or better because I don't know the exact numbers off the top of my head, but I know he played his ass off those two game 7s. But um, like a lot of people said yesterday on Clubhouse, yo, like me, I'm big on team. Like I'm big on team. Like if I seen the team play together all year, bro, and it's like even if y'all come down to it, bro, I feel like me just as a person, bro, I feel like even if your back is against the wall, bro, where you lose at is if you stray from what made you win. You understand what I'm saying? If you stray, what made you win was y'all play as a unit, y'all play together, y'all don't let shit slide. When your back is against the wall, bro, play like that, bro. I think last night, me personally, because even this morning, I woke up and I looked at it, bro. I watched the game again. To me, after 6 minutes, I think the Suns was just defeated. They were just, they were
they
just, they were
the
defeated, bro.
Suns been
They were
playing
like,
people all year, right? The thing with the Suns is the way they came into the year is not how they ended it.
yeah,
But they sustained so much success that to the naked eye, it looked like, oh, the Suns are serious. The Suns came into the season hungry. The Suns came into the season like, all right, everybody talking shit about us, how we only beat hurt teams, we lost in the finals. Cool. We hungry. We about to come in, we about to whip everybody ass. And they came in and they did that. And they, as the year went by and they kept just beating everybody up, it was like, in their heads, I think, oh, we just better than everybody. We really like that. Like that's why I feel like that's why Brian said y'all need to humble yourself. Y'all need to playing hungry gets you far. Playing hungry, no matter what you've accomplished, gets you really far. Perfect example, Giannis. Giannis, if you look at Giannis' face after they lost that game last night, bro, I can guarantee you Giannis gonna come back next season even better.
Yo,
Even
bro,
better than how he played this year. He's
I
gonna
seen
come back even
something
better.
crazy last night. Giannis is the first player in NBA history with like 200 points, 100 rebounds, and 50 assists
Bro,
all
Giannis was fighting,
all
bro.
in one
Giannis is like,
series. And I'm like, how is he the first player to do that, bro? He had like 200 points, 100 rebounds. I'm like, nah, bro. Because I know he had two 20-point rebound games. Last night was 25. The game before that was another 20. And I think in this series, he was averaging like 7 assists.
yeah, bro. You
That
gotta
shit
you
crazy.
gotta keep that same fire. You gotta keep that same fire. The Suns, they got two lackadaisical. They got two. They thought too much of themselves, and then Luca bit them in the ass. Luca showed them like, nah, like I'm not scared of y'all.
Yeah, but like
I
I was
don't give a
saying, I
damn
think
about
that
y'all. Like,
when you look at it, bro, that first, like after a while, like I know JT's a competitor, I know Rose is a competitor, but like I'm looking at it to see like if they was in a game, like nah, they not gonna beat us like that, bro. After 6 minutes in the first quarter, bro, you can look at their face and tell they were defeated. Like nobody believed in like, all right, bro, it's just a run. It's just a run. We gonna get back. It's just yo, they face was like, they got us. They got
bro,
us.
I watched the. I didn't. I'll say this. I'll say this on air. I watched maybe in totality maybe 30 minutes of that entire 7 game series. I watched the entire New Orleans and Suns series. Bro. I watched every second of that. I said that, like, bro, the Suns think too much of themselves. Like, y'all ain't done, none of y'all done shit before. None of y'all. Jay Crowder, Devin Booker literally gave y'all 70 when he was a baby. Chris Paul, you have a lot, not a lot to prove, but
I'm
like,
gonna say
you
something.
still gotta show us. Like, you still
Oh
gotta show us,
boy.
like, you gotta get the chip. Devin Booker, this is your second time in the playoffs. You talking like you that nigga. Like you ain't at the table with Luca or LeBron or Giannis or KD. Shit, Tatum was past you. Tatum was always been better than Devin Booker.
That's
And this playoff run shows it even more that Tatum is like, I'm
no, that is a
still
fact.
better than you.
I've never been that big
Like,
on like I have no problem with Devin Booker, but
yeah, like
I've
bro,
never been big on him,
you
bro.
really thought you like
I've never
you
been big
not
on
that nigga yet. Like you that
yeah.
nigga, but
Yeah.
you not with them other niggas yet. You gotta do something.
Nah, yes,
Granted, you
I've
gotta
said
do
some
something, bro.
nasty, bro. I've said some nasty stuff before about Devin Booker. I believe if listen, that's not even what I was gonna say. That was nasty, but me personally, bro, I believe if you gave Klay Thompson his own team,
That's exactly what the Suns would look the exact same. In
he
my opinion, the
he
Suns would
might
look
be
the
Devin
same way
Booker,
if they
bro.
had Suns look the same way, bro.
Yo,
And
Rose
I
face is
said that
hilarious.
we had an argument a while back about Klay Thompson having his own team. I said that. I said if you replace Klay Thompson with Devin Booker, I think the Suns are just as good.
Yeah,
Just as good.
they're the same player, bro. To me, I think they'll be the same player. Devin
Rose, why
Booker
you don't
yeah,
agree?
dribbles a little bit better, but
Yeah, of
oh,
course.
like I yeah, like D Book dribbles better, bro.
Every shot D Book hits or takes, the same shots I've seen Klay Thompson hit and take.
Bro, if you really pay attention to Clay, a lot of people are not big on Clay because of that system. They're a system player, bro. I've seen Clay take post fades. I've seen Clay hit threes, mid ranges. Like it ain't no, bro. Nah, man, I'm getting my Clay tangent. But what I was gonna say about Devin Booker, bro. I never thought he was better than Jason Tatum. I've always been high on Jason Tatum. Yeah, obviously, you know I'm a Knicks fan. He's a Boston Celtics player, so I don't really talk about it, but I've always been high on JT. But I don't think he was ever better than I don't think he was better. I don't think me personally. I don't think he was ever better than Jason Tatum,
Was better than PG.
Donovan
PG was the
Mitchell.
best player on the floor
I
last
don't
year.
think he's better than Donovan Mitchell. I don't
That's
think
a
he's better.
conversation.
I don't think he's
That's
better
a
than D
conversation.
Mitch. I think the reason I say that, bro, D Mitch came in the league setting things on fire, bro. If you really want to look at it, bro, he came in the league setting things on fire, bro. Nobody. The only problem with a lot of these players are, and I'm gonna say it, bro, these players are getting drafted to Utah. These players are getting drafted to Charlotte. You understand what I'm saying? No disrespect to the cities. I'm just saying, like, when you look at free agency, think about it, bro. If a LA Clippers are somewhere else, Chicago, New York, Miami, the Lakers, anywhere else they offer you 100 mil, then you look at the Suns got a better team. They offer you 100 mil, bro. 9 times out of 10, the player's gonna take a better city over the team that's better. Like because if you want to be real, a lot of players should have played with Dame in Portland. If we talk about winning, a lot of people should have went to Portland. A lot of people should have went to Phoenix when they saw Devin Booker. But nobody wants to go out there because of those teams, their environment, how they look, bro. A lot of people, right now, if you want to be real, you think people are going to run to Memphis to go play with John Morant? No. I never, bro, like, I'm not big on Devin Booker. It's not that I don't like him, bro, but a lot of players after last year that they were saying he's better than, bro, he's not better than. To me personally, I'm gonna get nasty, bro. Never mind. Y'all go ahead, bro. He
Okay,
might be on the same level of Jaylen Brown, bro. I don't care, bro.
I'm gonna ask you a
I
question.
don't care, bro.
Do you think that has eclipsed peak Paul George already?
Hmm?
No.
Hold on, what you
No,
say?
no.
All right.
PG's peak is top is MVP caliber.
Hold on, you talking about Devin Booker is what?
No, I didn't
At,
say that. I said Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum has peak? Has his hit has
oh, you
hit
said Tatum?
already?
You said Tatum? I thought you
He
said
thought you were
Booker.
talking
I
about
thought you
Booker.
said Booker. Oh
No,
no, Tatum's better than PG. Tatum's better than PG. Tatum's
Yeah,
better than PG. I'll say that. I'll say that.
Jason Tatum is better than PG, bro.
Yeah, I'll say that. I'll say that.
Hold on, cause me and Josh was arguing about this stupid shit. Yo, JT, damn, cause at the 3 times that Paul George been to the conference finals, he has not been the best man on that team.
Every single time he was the best player on the team.
Me and Rose was in it too. I don't think he was the clear best player.
He's talking
Which
about the
time?
1 year Paul George put up 20, George Hill put up like 14.
no. We was saying that I think first year he averaged like 17. People
Yeah.
was Roy Hill also a contributing factor. When
Mm-hmm.
I felt like he was actually somewhat close to Paul George. The second year is when Paul George was the best player because he was killing that year. And then the other year, we're talking about um we're talking about the Clipper year. And then I said that clearly Kawhi was the best player until
But I mean, every time once they got to even the Roy Hibbert shit, I don't like it because that's literally Roy's only shining moment. Like literally his only shining moment.
I'm not I'm not saying that like it's a clear cut Roy Hibbert was the best player. But to say that Roy Hibbert wasn't a contributing factor and it was close, that's all I was saying. Like it was close.
No. I could agree with that. Roy, Roy definitely helped a lot, but I don't see how you sit down and watch that series and watch them go to 7 and come out and say, Roy Hibbert might be the best guy on that. Nah, you know it's PG. Like we watching that series, we like
Yeah, I never
this nigga is something else. This nigga
like
is
the
he.
points. The points may lead you straight because you're gonna look at it. Well, he only scored 17. George Hill scored 14. Roy Hibbert scored
Like that
13.
17
Like
was
the
all
it
17 of them
may
points he got per game was on LeBron
it
as his
may
defensive
lead
feat.
you it may lead you, and we're not even talking about playoffs. That's just regular season points. But it may lead you astray. But when you sat down and watch I sat down and watched both of those Eastern Conference finals, bro. Indiana and
You knew
Miami,
PG
bro.
was his, PG was the
I
second best player on the
never,
floor.
I never sat there and said, "Yo, bro, George Hill, mate, like, yo, bro." Like, I never sat there like Lane Stevenson, yo, bro. Like anybody on that team, like the only person I can say is like, yo, Roy Hibbert defense is crazy. At that point, yes, it's Roy Hibbert, but nobody could deny that his defense was not top tier in those little 2 year spans. His defense was
Shit, the
top tier,
1 year.
bro. Yeah, even if you want to give him 1 year,
But
bro,
Clipper
his
year.
defense was top tier, bro. But like those Eastern Conference Finals, bro, I'm literally watching him versus Melo. I'm literally watching this guy like, yo, bro, he's clearly just the best player on the floor, bro. And it's nothing like there's nothing they could really do about it, bro. Like even when he went against LeBron, I don't think he was better than LeBron and them guys, but you could tell like when you
He
watch
might
him.
be. You watch that series, and I don't want to sound like a fan, bro, because D Wade was still doing his shit. You can make the case PG was the second best player on the floor. I
Now
feel
he
like you
was.
can.
Now he was. To me, he was.
I feel like you can.
It
Okay.
was Braun and PG.
Huh?
What about the Clipper year? Was he the clear best player that year?
When he
After
made the
Kawhi,
conference finals?
after Kawhi went out, yes.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Once Kawhi went down, I'll say it. Well, shit, Jokic was around in the second round too. So besides Jokic, once Kawhi went down, PG was the second best player in the West.
I'm not gonna say all that, but he was the
It
best
was
player.
Jokic. Once Kawhi went down, it was Jokic. Well, even with Jokic, you were second. Once the second round started, it was probably Kawhi, Jokic. Before before all the shit happened, Chris Paul probably or Booker, and then like, but once Kawhi went down, PG won 3 games straight with Utah. He went into the
Yeah.
Phoenix series. He torched them niggas. Granted, he missed the free throw and all that, but he still torched them niggas. Like he was fucking them up.
Nah, I'm thinking. No. Honestly, I'm really thinking about it. Yeah, because they beat Dallas. He gets hurt. That what first game in Utah?
Third game, third
Third
game. Game
game in
three, he got hurt.
Utah. He third game in Utah. Everybody thought they was done. He pulls that out.
He
Eastern,
get the
yeah, but
41 in game five.
yeah,
Like
like without. But what I'm saying is that y'all looking at it like, oh, he still had Kawhi on his team, but when Kawhi went down, bro, he still showed y'all like, I'm the best player. Nobody, no, bro, I don't care who it was, bro. Nobody's like Reggie Jackson or like nobody was doing Nick Batum. Wow, like and that's what I'm saying, bro. Nobody was like Nick
No,
Batum.
I understand the best player before Kawhi got injured. I mean, after Kawhi got injured.
Yeah, he was the best player after Kawhi got injured, and
you
I think
gotta. I feel like in Booker's case, you gotta. But like in most young players' case, you got to get past PG before you can even talk to them other guys. Like I feel like PG is the benchmark before you get to the guys like LeBron, KD, Jokic, guys like that. Like
and him
I'm
saying
gonna
that.
be nasty. I'm gonna be nasty. Embiid hasn't even showed me like he's better than PG. In my opinion, Embiid is he's unreliable in the playoffs. He's unreliable health wise. Granted, the talent is there. Talent wise, he's there. He's better than PG talent wise.
You
But like
hijack
just winning intangibles, you gotta show that. You gotta get past PG to be talking to them other guys.
this nigga Josh.
Tatum did that.
Right.
Tatum showed us like, look, I'm better than him. I'm his archetype. I'm the two-way player. I play defense. I make the right passes. I can score. I'm a shot creator. All that. I've shown you. I've shown you I'm better than him. I'm up there with them guys. I'm up there with the Lucas. I'm up there with the Katie's. I'm up there with the Bronze. Giannis, all that. Who else done it? Luca done it. Motherfucking shit. Giannis did it when he came around. Like all those guys passed Pete. They took that benchmark and they surpassed it. Guys like Joel, guys like Booker, guys like they ain't shown me that yet. They ain't shown me that.
I'm gonna say
And
this,
it's
and
not because I'm a fan. I just know like PG is probably one of the most complete players in the league. The only thing that he lacks is intangibles.
listen, I'm gonna say it, and I think Jalen Brown might be better, bro.
Then Booker,
Yeah. I'm not for sure on it, but Jaylen Brown might be better, bro. And I like better defender. We all know that. Devin
Yeah,
Booker might have him slightly on scoring, but I don't think it's far.
I think I think
The
Jaylen
play,
Brown might be a better 3-point shooter and finisher.
the
But just
playmaking.
overall scoring is a conglomerate. It might be Booker by a smidget.
Yeah, the playmaking is like I'm not looking at Devin Booker or this nigga as playmaking. If you want to go to the numbers, whoop de doo. Devin Booker probably has more assists than him. Okay. Playmaking, but playmaking to me is equal. I might choose Jaylen Brown over D Book, bro. And I'm not saying it to be nasty, bro. I look at Jaylen Brown, bro. I've already said it, bro. I look at Jaylen Brown, bro, and I see Tracy McGrady, and I'm gonna keep on saying that, bro. I'm gonna keep on saying that, bro. When I look at him, bro, I see T Mac, bro. When I look at Devin Booker, bro, I don't see Kobe, bro. I don't see none of those comparisons, bro. I
Nigga,
don't.
what
Now,
the fuck
Rose, hold
about?
on, Rose.
How
Rose,
do
this ain't
you
the
see?
first time he said this. He said this on the
How
show.
do
Y'all just
I've
you,
wasn't
said it on
listening.
the show.
man, bro?
He
I've
has
said
said
it.
this.
How do you see Jaylen Brown, and then do you think you see Tracy McGrady? I'm trying to figure out like where's the two correlations, my nigga.
Yo, bro, finishing around the rim, we could talk about dunk and layup. JT has that. He will dunk on anybody, bro. Scoring, yes. Tracy McGrady's
I
a
see more
better.
PG than T Mac.
What's it called, it, bro? Tracy McGrady's a better scorer than him by far, bro. Yes. I'm not even gonna say by far. If you give Jaylen Brown his own team, he can give you 30 a game. He can give you 30 a game, bro. You
I
don't.
see more. I see more PG instead of T Mac. Because
Nah,
T
bro.
Mac was a park car.
I think, and
How,
he
how
has
did Pete Bev
defense,
say? How
but
Pete Bev said it today? T Mac's a cone.
Real. Who's your plug, my nigga? You been on some shit today, my nigga.
oh, bro. But I've said it, and I'm gonna stay consistent with it. I'm not gonna.
So who's Jason?
I'm
So
not.
who Jason Tatum reminds you of? If
Bro,
Jaylen Brown is T
bro,
Mac, who's Jason Tatum?
PG is
He he might be a. Y'all not gonna like it, bro. He's a defender, and he's a way better version of. Y'all gonna say I'm hating that, mom, bro. Nah, bro.
No, say it
No,
real.
I want to hear this.
Say it with your chest.
He plays defense. He's a way better version of Carmelo Anthony, bro.
I knew you was gonna say it. I
He's
knew
a
No
you
way
were
better
gonna say
version
it.
of
fucking
Carmelo.
way.
Okay,
I
No
knew
hold
you
on.
were
I
gonna
got
say
this.
it.
I
fucking
got this. I
way,
got this.
bro.
I got this.
I
Hold
He's
on.
a
knew you
way
were gonna
better
say it.
version of Carmelo.
Hold
I
on. So
knew you were
Rel,
gonna say it.
hold
I
on. So Rel,
knew
my
it.
question to you is now: who's better, T Mac or Melo?
T Mac.
So by that logic, should Jaylen Brown be better than
No,
Jason
because he
Tatum?
hasn't hit that point yet.
Okay.
But no.
I'll
But
Bro,
say
to
this.
me,
hold on. You
JT is a
got Tracy McGrady over. You got Carmelo. Tracy McGrady over Carmelo Anthony all time.
He said, "Yeah."
Woo-hoo.
bro. Melo's
Just say you don't like Melo, bro.
Melo.
Just say you don't
Yo,
like
bro,
Melo, bro.
yo, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. He has the scoring thing. He has a scoring title. Outside of that, bro, Melo career is what? It's lackluster, bro. He doesn't have
What is
any.
Tracy McGrady's career, my nigga?
They're
Tell
both,
me.
they're both lackluster, but I'm taking T Mac over him. Hold on, what's Melo best attribute? It's
Hey,
scoring,
I'm
right?
glad you said this, real. I'm glad you said this. I'm glad you said this.
Bro,
That's twice you been
Yo,
saying some shit.
Melo best attribute is scoring, and he
he
has one scoring champion.
he just proved my
Bruh,
Brown Tatum agenda low key. He just
bruh,
pushed it for me.
there's no way you think Tracy McGrady is all time better than Melo, bro.
Without them knee
That
injuries,
means
bro.
Jaylen Brown better than Tatum.
Yes. Without those knee injuries, bro. Yes, bro. Yes, bro.
Bro,
Yes, bro. Yes, bro. Now, Josh, you pushing the agenda of Jalen? No, bro. I think
You
that
just helped me push it low key. You just
no,
helped me
bro.
push
I
it.
think that
that
I just think
crack.
he's a
That both
way
niggas
better.
on crack today.
I think JT is a
Stop.
way better, bro. He's a
Stop.
way better version of Melo, bro. If Melo was able to play defense like JT, bro, Melo would be out of
Yeah, this
strat, bro. If
I
Melo
think
had his timeout, if Carmelo Anthony had the defense that Jason Tatum has, y'all think he would have the same career?
I
bro.
think
It's
Jason Tatum.
No,
I think
no.
Jason Tatum is a perfected version of Melo. Like as far as like if Melo made the right plays, if Melo played
He's a
defense,
better version of him, bro.
if Melo took smarter shots. I feel like that's all those things combined, and you put them in Melo, you get a Jason Tatum.
And
I
that's
Like
think
all I'm.
Jalen
that's
Brown
not
And
a
has
that's
bad.
literally.
seen
me
that.
personally. I just don't look at Jason Tatum and look at Carmelo Anthony. Bro. That's just me.
Yeah,
I
that's
look
why I say
Bro,
it's too
at
many
Tatum
things that you got to
as
add to Melo.
a player, and he's just greater and showed that he can be better than Melo than what Melo has been.
well, when I look at their games, listen, I'm not gonna lie. When Melo has bad games and JT has bad games, bro, they look damn near the same player, bro. 23 shots, 9 makes, but will leave the game with 25 points. You understand what I'm saying, bro? When you look at it, bro, JT will have a terrible. All right, the first game of the season versus the Knicks, Jalen Brown went off that game. I don't even. I think Jalen Brown missed like 5 shots that whole game, bro. Double overtime. JT took like 25 shots, bro. Made 9 of them, but left the game with 25. Bro, that's something that Melo would do, bro. He would have a bad game, shoot 25 shots, but leave the game with like 25. Then when you
I
look at the
wouldn't
sheet of
say
paper,
Kobe. I mean, I
how
wouldn't
would
say Melo. I'd say more like a 6'10" Kobe. Like as far as like
I'm not gonna do that, bro? I'm not.
I feel like we can because like if you break down each part of their game, like Kobe wasn't really a playmaker, but he made the
Come
right
on.
passes,
Did
just
they
like
just
Jason
yell
Tatum.
at me for saying better he's a better
Nah,
Carmelo,
I'm
but
finna
let
go
you say
into it.
that
I'm finna
he's
go into
Kobe?
it. I didn't say he's Kobe. I said he's Kobe like. I want to say he's Kobe like, bro. Like Kobe's not a
Kobe-esque.
playmaker. Yeah, Kobe is. Like Kobe's not a playmaker, but he makes the right passes, just like Jason Tatum. Kobe is an elite defender. Jason
I
Tatum's not an
only
elite defender.
I
Jason
only
Tatum's not
yelled
an
at
elite
you for my
defender.
agenda. I only yelled
Yeah,
at you for my agenda.
I don't think Jason Tatum's an elite defender yet, but I see elite defender like potential, and I think he's getting close. I think he's really, really good defensively, but I wouldn't call him elite yet. The shots, bro. Now they both take crazy ass shots. Kobe takes some bullshit, but he hits it. Just like Jason Tatum takes some bullshit, but he hits it. Kobe's thing, young in his career, he would take erratical ass shots. It was more his so Kobe became a better shot taker. He became smarter with his shot selection. That's when we started seeing the Mamba mentality. That's when we started seeing Kobe win MVP, go to back finals, all that good shit. Once he became a better shot taker, I think Jason Tatum has seen that now at 24 instead of maybe like how old was Kobe in 08? Like 20, 28?
Somewhere,
How old was Kobe in 08? Like 27, 28, 29?
somewhere around there. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like I feel like
Wait, what was your
Tatum
question?
has learned that at 24, I gotta take better shots for my team to win. And he has that now. So like he doesn't take the step backs as much as he used to a year or two ago. He's trying to get into the paint. He's taking more layups. He's attacking more. He's being a willing passer. He's hitting guys when they're open. He's playing great defense on great players. He locked down Kevin Durant. We just seen him do it. So like I feel like
Did he
he's more
really lock him
Kobe-esque.
down? Or
Kobe
was it
had,
more
I
of a
mean,
team thing?
Jason Tatum
I
don't
was just but
when
carry
I seen it individually, not double teams, not help, nothing. When Jason Tatum was guarding KD had more turnovers than points.
nah, but a lot of them, I'm not gonna lie. The only reason I say it's a team thing because I even watched Grant Williams guard Kevin Durant, and Kevin Durant
They
was
took turns whooping KD ass, but I
yeah,
mean, Jason Tatum was his primary matchup.
yeah.
They
No,
took
no,
turns
no, no,
whooping
no.
KD
I understand what
ass.
you're saying. I'm just saying, like when I watched that, bro, they was taking turns guarding KD, and that looked bad, bro. And
Just
I
tell
don't.
me
J-
when you
Jason Tatum is really, bro. He's a nice player, bro. I think he's better. I think he's a better version of Melo. I could say Kobe. I think he's a better. I think he's a better version of Melo, bro.
I think Jason Tatum is a player. He's great in shooting that. Jason. Secondly, I need to point out that Josh, whenever you're ready to admit that Jalen Brown is not as good as
Oh
Jason Tatum,
my God, I'm not admitting it. I
conclusion.
told
But
you.
he's
I'm
not
gonna
though,
wait
bro.
that day,
I
bro.
told you.
I'm gonna
Listen.
wait that day. No,
Listen.
wait. You on the hill right now?
Oh
I get
my
it,
God,
but
bro.
we
I'm
gonna
not.
reach a day where I'm gonna get you to say that Jason Tatum is better than Jalen Brown.
The only way I will say it, if they both get their own team and Jason Tatum miraculously outperforms Jaylen Brown is the only way I'm
Look,
saying it.
Josh, who was the best player in the net series on the Celtics team? Was it JT or Jaylen Brown?
I gotta look at their numbers because I don't.
I know you lying, Josh.
Nah,
No
cause
way.
Jason Tatum. Hold on. Cause Jason Tatum this playoffs, he has bad games, correct?
So has Jaylen Brown, bro.
That's why I said I gotta look at the numbers. They both had bad games. Ain't like one stood out more than the other.
Nah,
I think
they,
that
they did, bro. One did stick out more than the other, bro. Pause, but one for
Bro,
sure did, bro.
Tatum has shown over the last 3-4 years, I'm better than him. Like the rookie year, his rookie year might be the only year where JB could has a case. Every year after that, Tatum. Like it's been Tatum ever since
Even
that
in this
second year in the
series,
league, bro.
I think the first round Jason Tatum was better. The second round when they just
I
played,
don't think Jaylen Brown drops 50 and gets a game against the Nets last year either.
Oh
I
my
think
God, here we go
the,
again with that
the
narrative.
second the second round, I understand why Josh can understand it because we can't sit here and act like Jaylen Brown didn't like. Yeah, like he kind of did his thing a few of those games, bro. But I still like will give JT the slight edge. He's a better defender. Like, and then the matchup they was looking for was JT to guard Giannis. Not
Even
JT,
they rookie,
Jaylen Brown.
Even Taylor's rookie year, there was series where Tatum outperformed Jaylen Brown as a
So
rookie in the playoffs.
I'm gonna still say Jason Tatum is better than Jaylen Brown. Cause to me, Jason Tatum is tier 1, tier 2-ish. Whatever tier you want to put him on, I'm not doing tiers no more because y'all love to hang people. But he's tier 1, tier 2-ish. But
do a tier.
Jalen, Jalen
That's on the dock, I think, or we doing a tier list.
Once the season over, once the season ends, we gotta do it. We gotta
No,
do it
we
like an
doing
end
the
of
So,
all
season.
time. We doing an all time shooting guard tier list today.
oh
so
yeah,
I'm looking at.
y'all gonna be mad at me because y'all. I've said it
Oh
before
my
the
God.
first episode. I've said it before plenty of times. I've said it in 90. I'm not gonna shout them out. But I've said it in Bucket City Clubhouse. I've said it. I'm not gonna shout out other clubhouses. But you feel me? I've said it before, bro. On my top 10 shooting guard list, bro, my number 10 is Mono, bro. I
All
don't care,
right,
bro. I
that
don't
we
care
gonna
how
see
buddy feel, bro.
tier list because I gotta go in a shake in a second.
I don't
Facts.
really
Let's get on. Let's do that so we can get over it and get killed on.
Yeah, bro. I don't really care, bro. But Mono's my number 10, bro. So if
Where
number
would you
10
put the tier list though? That's my question.
on tier list,
If it's an S tier, A, B, C,
he's a B.
I
I'm
can live
not
with
mad.
that.
I'm not mad at
I
that.
can live with
I'm not gonna give him A because to me A's is Kobe, Jordans, Dwayne
that. Hey,
Wade's. Those are
Hey,
A's, but
no. That's the
hey,
S, bro. Them
hey.
is S.
oh, those is S's.
Yeah, S is at the top.
Oh, hold on. So I gotta know this for sure, for sure. I gotta get
This
close.
is,
Oh.
You better
I
not
looked
say
at
my
the
nigga is A
numbers
tier. You better not say my
between
nigga is A
Brown
tier.
and Tatum. Man, it's not. It's
Y'all
pretty
not gonna
close.
y'all not gonna like what I say about T.
We just doing like all time shooting guards. I feel like no current players because I feel like the career's not over. Unless you
Y'all not gonna like how I feel about T Mac, but it's whatever, bro. I don't really care. I
Why
don't.
we can use? Shouldn't we be able to use like James Harden could be used, right?
that's what yeah, James Harden has shown enough where you want to put
Okay,
him.
fact.
I'm not mad at that.
But guys like Booker and Spider, yeah, not them.
Like if you want to put, you know what I'm saying, or where do you think they're gonna be if you want to make a projection,
Josh,
but
is that Vince
I'd
Carter?
rather the person is fully we gotta kind of grasp where they,
I ain't
you
gonna
know,
do that.
you know.
Yeah, facts. Guys like Booker, Spider, Zach LaVine, I ain't rating
Yeah,
them.
exactly. I'm not about to put them, you know what I'm saying, or judge their
Yeah,
career. Plenty
Yo,
on them.
yo, Josh, is that Vince Carter, bro?
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
Vince Carter.
Why is he there?
Oh
he's
my
a
God.
shooting guard.
Don't do that.
I'll look
He's
at
a
him.
shooting
All
guard.
right, no, I'm the only reason I ask, bro. I look at VC as a forward, bro.
Yeah, Vince is shooting guard.
All right. So can we just put the players who belong to us already?
Kobe, Michael Jordan, and D Wade.
Yeah,
The only ones.
D-Wade. I was gonna get nasty and say my main man, but all right, I'll leave that.
Who?
There's another guy that's supposed to be here.
I was
Who?
gonna say AI, bro, but that's my guy.
No, nigga. He
Yeah,
Nah,
there's
that's
another
biased. I already said it. That's my guy. That's
Nah,
biased.
forget that.
I'm
He's
talking
a
to
guy that
Josh.
belongs.
There's no other guy that
No, I'm
belongs.
gonna say that for the nasty take because it all ties in.
No. Say it right now.
No, I'm not saying that. It all ties in.
He wants to put T-Mac there, bro.
No. There's nobody on this list. There's nobody on this list that belongs up there. It's a guy y'all classified for as a point guard that should be in that tier.
Bro,
Talking about Jerry West.
No, it's not Jerry West.
He's talking about him. He's talking about Curry.
Yeah, you talking about Curry.
He should be up there too, but
what the fuck?
Guard, bro.
He's a shooting guard to me.
Who's
that nigga's a shooting guard?
Who should be on A?
AI,
James Harden.
You could give me. Is Clyde? How about Clyde?
This is just an overall career, right?
Vince. Yeah. AI.
Okay. I don't got
AI.
Vince. I don't have
James
Vince.
Harden.
I don't have Vince that high.
AI, James Harden, Vince.
James Harden.
No, not Vince. Maybe not Vince.
No.
Yeah, James Harden's A tier. Yes, James Harden's
A tier.
He's at the back. I would say so.
Yes, James Harden's a top 5. James Harden's a top 5 shooting guard, bro. He's a top 5.
Give me you have George Gervin there?
Yeah.
You could put him
over Clyde.
I'll put Clyde above James Harden.
Nah, hell nah.
Why not?
Hell nah.
I don't think so.
I shouldn't have to explain that.
No, tell me why.
Clyde
I don't think I'm a Rose on this.
I don't think I've ever seen Clyde like
about to bring up numbers. Watch, he gonna bring up numbers. I'm waiting for
Clyde has took 2 teams to the finals, bro. That cancels it. Miss me, bro. 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 When it comes to winning, bro, don't tell me that numbers and everything else matters when we talk about winning, my nigga. James Harden has always played down in the playoffs. Nigga, miss me, bro. Miss me, my nigga. Miss me. Miss me, my nigga. Miss me, my nigga. I don't care what the fuck you talking about. Miss me, my nigga.
You that mad?
Yes, bro. Yes, I'm that mad, bro.
When Rose gets tight, bro.
He gets
tight, bro. It's over, bro.
Miss me, my nigga.
I thought he was I forgot he was a Portland fan.
Miss me, my nigga.
I forgot.
JT, there's a reason me and Ro was quiet. We ain't say nothing. There's a reason why we just put him up there.
I forgot.
He just had to be the one.
He ain't got to scream, though. He ain't got to scream.
Bro, when it comes
to
in protecting certain
you're right. I have to think about it.
Nigga, Clyde Drexler, nigga, he was that nigga.
Okay.
Bro, we got that clear, my nigga.
We talking.
Yo, JT, I'm not gonna lie.
Like he OD, bro. He OD.
Yes, bro. I hate when niggas try to put this Harden shit, all this other shit, when in reality, nigga, I seen that nigga flame out every or most majority of the time when that nigga's team need him the most.
Yo, JT, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro.
I had to think about it, bro. Like, damn, like he flashed.
I'm not gonna lie to you, JT. I let you walk right into that, bro. I let you walk right into that, bro. I knew that was gonna happen, but I
forgot he was a Portland fan, bro. I forgot,
bro. But it's not.
Once he started screaming, I'm like, what the fuck is he going so hard for Clyde Drexler?
Nah, it's not.
And I was like, oh wait, I'm tripping. Like,
it's not nasty, bro. But James Harden.
You know what it reminded me of? Like when he first started, I'm like, the way this nigga flashed on me is like how I was flashing when he said he never heard, bro. I'm like, bro, this nigga said he never heard of a PG fan. I was finna say, bro, I never heard of no Clyde Drexler. Like, what? What? I'm like, bro, Clyde? Like, what?
Yes, my nigga Clyde, bro. Yes,
like,
my nigga
bro,
Clyde.
I had to catch him like, oh, wait, I forgot. Like, he's a sport. I forgot.
Yeah, bro. Well, you got,
right,
hold on, Josh. You just putting people in tier.
Yeah, Josh just started putting niggas in the tier.
Yo, he started blacking on y'all
doing,
niggas,
bro?
and I just started doing the list.
Okay, you got AI. I'm not mad. You got who's that nigga? Who's
I
that?
can live. I can live with Clyde over. I can live with
Is this
Clyde over James.
I don't know
Harden.
if this is Jerry. Who's number 25? That's Jerry or Goodrich?
I think that's Woolrich.
How did you start putting people on the tiers? Like, what the fuck?
Okay, I feel like AI
The first nigga. Yeah,
is okay.
AI is number one in tier 1.
Come on, why do you have Klay Thompson on tier 8? He's on the tier with Mono, bro.
AI should be the first person on tier 8.
I'm not arguing with that. If you want to put Clyde down, I'm not even mad at. Nah.
No, he's not going down. He's saying right where he is.
I'm not. I could live with Clyde 8. I forgot he made the.
Okay, where do you feel
he
like
made the finals 3 times?
Do you feel like Manu or where do you feel like the?
Yo, bro, I'm not gonna lie to you, Josh.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I think Pistol Pete with the Jazz, I feel like
it is
down the tier. I
can't even see it clearly. I can't even see it clearly. So like, who's tier A right now?
It's
bro, he has Klay Thompson in tier A, bro.
Klay, Manu, and that looks like George Gervin, Pistol Pete, and then last is James Harden.
Nah, I'm not.
I feel like the only people who should be on tier A is AI, Clyde, James Harden, Reggie Miller.
Oh my. So yeah, so Reggie should be on a higher tier than Klay and Ginobili.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So listen to me, Josh. Listen, I advocate for Klay. I advocate for Mono, bro. But I have them tier B, bro. Just hear me out,
as
bro.
a career. Oh my.
Yes, bro. Just hear me out, bro. When we talk about,
we can't just do it solely based off their career because if that's the case, we damn near gotta put Klay tier S.
So what are we doing off chips? Because last time we did this, we did it off their prime. It was strictly prime.
But also, I would consider also who had the more responsibility. Like, no disrespect, Klay didn't have the responsibility as Drexler ever in his career. Manu never one option. George Gervin, I would say, was the top. I would have him above them too because he was the main option at one point. Pistol Pete, even as the main option, wasn't that great. But that's where I would say James Harden is still in A tier. He just in the back of A tier because he has been a main guy. But as far as like Klay, Manu, all them, you could drop them down.
Yeah.
So what's this off of? What's the criteria for this?
I'm taking in who, like I always say, like also career, but who also had the most responsibility in what they did when they had the most responsibility, like a franchise player, for example. Like no disrespect.
I'm also valuing like how good these players actually are.
That too. Don't give me, of course, that too.
So Jimmy should be in tier A too, then.
Jimmy Buckets?
Yes.
No.
Oh. Y'all said responsibility.
Which one of the people you want to put Jimmy next to?
The only issue I have with Jimmy Buckets is he usually, when he been to finals, he has a great conglomerate of talent. It ain't like he carrying the Miami Heat. No disrespect. He has a great.
So who's better in playoffs, Jimmy Butler or James Harden?
Bro,
that's a hard one because that one you're pretty much battling intangibles versus talent.
Yeah.
To me,
and I'm gonna take James Harden talent. I'm gonna take James Harden talent before I take
give me
Jimmy
James.
Butler's intangibles.
Give me James Harden.
What about the man who had 11 points in a closeout game? That guy, that's the guy y'all want right now?
That, I would say to me, it's hard because I hear the argument, but then I also say, nigga, I think Jimmy Butler performed in finals like at the highest of the height. So I can't tug of war for me, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
And I love that game too, because like that was like a game where Jimmy just showed like his heart. That was an all heart game. Like Jimmy's talent isn't. Jimmy might not even have a top 20. Jimmy might not be top 20 talent wise, bro. But his heart, his like will to just win games and beat and get out the mud. He's top 5. Like Jimmy's heart gets him higher than how good he really is, bro.
If I need to cut you off, JT. But to answer your question, Josh, if you're gonna put him on A tier or you gonna put him on A tier, I would put him behind James Harden.
Behind? Oh my God. I don't like the talent argument because you could have all this talent and we see people like Harden not perform, and then a guy like Jimmy Butler who has no talent outperforming the guy with talent.
But Josh,
I'm glad.
All right,
Josh,
look,
I'm not gonna lie
Josh.
to you. That's how I feel about Westbrook and Lillard. So you just literally said
Oh
that.
my God! This is where he wants to
Hey,
get
Josh,
nasty.
no,
Oh
look,
my Lord!
Josh. This is how I look at the Jimmy Butler. This is how I'm looking at the Jimmy Butler thing, bro. All of the
Every
years,
team he goes to makes playoffs.
hold
Every
on,
team he
all
been
of the
on make the
years.
playoffs.
Listen, bro, but listen. All of the years that he's been, James Harden's been nice, the number one option. That guy, bro. How I'm looking at it, James Harden been. I'll say he's been like when he was the number one guy, bro. He's been better. Right now, Harden is declining, and Jimmy Butler's he's still playing to the same level, and he's still playing like he's better right now. But all time, bro, he's not a tier A player, bro. I'm not gonna say
Not
that.
a tier 8 shooting guard. Not a
Yeah,
tier 8
like
shooting guard.
when we talk about like so Josh, you tell me.
He's been
Hold on.
too wishy-washy as far as
So,
like a shooting guard in the small forward
so,
to even put him
Josh,
tier 8.
look at hold
so
on,
what's the
Josh.
criteria for this list? Because
Josh,
this is where it
look
gets
Josh, look at your list. There's literally 10 players already on the board. 3 at S, 4 at A, 3 at B. That's 10 players, bro. Are you telling me Jimmy Butler is a number 11 or even 12 and a top 10 shooting guard of all time, bro? No.
I think this might come off spicy. I don't think Jimmy Butler's better than Vince Carter as a shooting guard. And I think I'm fair with saying that. So, and Vince Carter not even up. Vince Carter not no tier A shooting guard to y'all standards, and a little bit to mine because now I'm looking at him like, nah, Vince not up there with them.
And I'm really thinking about it. The nasty thing about it, we already have 10 players on the board, and Reggie Miller's not even on the board, bro.
Reggie Miller should be tier A.
So then, and now if we talking about tier A,
and I'm not, and Jimmy Butler and Reggie Miller is not. No.
They're not on the same. They're not on the same level, bro. No, they're not.
Based on what's the criteria for this?
Okay,
listen, when me and Rose did it, right, it was off their prime, right? So what's the criteria for these shooting guards then? Just their overall career? Because if you talk about overall career, Jimmy Butler had a more successful than James Harden as the guy.
You sure?
Yes, I think so.
Because he made the finals once.
I mean, even this year he shot.
Because Josh, you finna walk down this path. You ain't real. Y'all are religious with this one statement I'm gonna use. So say it. Say it.
I'm not this.
All right, then.
What's the statement?
No. I don't agree with it. That's Rosen. That's Rosen Josh.
Okay, no. Tell me what you say, because I'm clueless, my nigga. Can somebody inform me on what this nigga be saying? What the fuck this nigga says?
If we really want to be technical, Jimmy Butler had more playoff sets than AI. If y'all really want to go there.
Josh, shut up.
Hey, man, he not selling no lies. He's
not
telling no lies.
Am I lying right now? If we really
no, he's not telling no lies.
You said what?
He had more playoff success than AI. Jimmy Butler had more playoff success than AI.
Other than besides his run, he's pretty much been bounced out the first round every single year.
Wait, AI? Nah.
Yes, he's only been to the finals one other time other than his finals run, bro.
Nah, he's right about that.
He's made out the first round fairly enough times. Like I ain't seen that many first round exits from AI.
I think it's maybe once or twice other than the finals run. Maybe once, if I'm not mistaken, bro.
Nah, it's definitely more than one. I know he got bounced. Did he get bounced first round in Denver?
Bro, because I swear, he made the finals run in 2000 when he faced Shaq. Other than that, I think after that, he's only went to the after the first round once after that, bro.
Nah, he's right. It's only one other time he's went out of the first round. Okay. He beat I think
that's why I said like it's overall career, their responsibility, and how good they actually are that's all something that has to vary. Like, don't get me wrong. Yeah, Jimmy, that's why I said Jimmy's an intangible guy. Like, his will to win it goes past his actual talent and how good he really is.
But I could also argue the fact that AI is probably the smallest guard to ever lead the league and score in multiple years. That's pretty impressive for his
So
size.
is Jimmy? So where's Jimmy on your top 10 shooting guard list? If y'all gonna cape for him like this,
I wouldn't even put. I don't know how to put Jimmy on a shooting guard list because like he has seasons where he's a shooting guard, he has seasons where he's a small forward. It's like it's hand in hand. Like I wouldn't even put Jimmy on the shooting guard list. I'd probably put him on the small forward.
I'm not asking you. I'm asking Rose and Josh.
I'm doing this based on the
like
criteria. I'm basing it off the criteria y'all giving me. That's all I'm doing. So if I'm going off this criteria, Jimmy Butler's in that A tier.
I'm not. What is
Jimmy Butler's?
I'm talking about
not as good.
Criteria.
I'm talking about just better shooting guards of all time, bro.
I don't think Jimmy's. Who's in tier A? AI. I don't think Jimmy's had a career.
Because if you want
AI, Clyde, George Gervin, and it's Clyde. I mean, not Clyde. James Harden.
I'm gonna be nasty. I don't think George Gervin should be tier A, but I don't know much about George Gervin to begin with. So
drop him down in tier. I'm not mad at that either.
Yeah, I don't know much about George Gervin, so that's why I said I don't like. But James Harden, granted, he has his mishaps in the playoffs, but we're not finna act like you picking. Yeah, like nobody's picking Jimmy Butler's career over. They pick James Harden's.
What about Tracy McGrady? Where did he go on this year?
B or C.
Rail's not feeling that at all.
B or C.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie, bro. You could give me the nigga with no knees and pause and tier D, bro.
You talking about Tracy McGrady in tier D?
Tier D.
Yo, bro, certain players that people are big on, I'm not big on him, bro. I'm not, bro.
Bro, tier D though?
Yeah, Jim Butler's tier looks crazy.
Yo, bro, I'm not gonna hold you, bro. Him and Yao Ming didn't even get out of the first round, bro. I don't give a fuck, bro. I don't really care, bro. God.
Man, who's the next name?
See, this where this list get nasty.
I'll put T-Mac C.
I don't think he's that nice.
Where Reggie Miller go?
D might be too. He's A. I have him as
Reggie
Miller's
A.
I have Reggie Miller as A, so I don't know about y'all. I have him as A.
I got him. Yeah, that's right. I'll put him.
So y'all telling me Reggie Miller's career is better than Jimmy Butler?
Yes.
Yes,
that's what y'all telling me?
Yo, bro.
Yes.
When did you become a Jimmy Butler fan, bro?
And who's the better player? So Ray Allen's the better. I mean, Reggie Miller's the better player too, right? That's what y'all gonna tell me now.
I'll put Ray Allen tier B. I swear I would.
I would put Ray Allen.
I put Ray Allen at the top of tier B. I put Ray Allen at the top.
Bro.
So hold on.
Hold on. At the top of tier B. At the top of tier B. At the top of tier B.
Nah, bro. If you talk about like talent and we taking the talent in account, I feel like he
not just talent though. Their careers. We gotta think about everything. That's what I'm saying. Like he got the Boston shit and the Boston shit in the Miami shit, but like,
bro, if Reggie Miller's on A, you gotta put Ray Allen on A, bro. That's where I'm at, bro. I don't care what you talk about career, bro. You gotta put Ray Allen above Reggie Miller, bro.
Ray Allen's better than Reggie. I'm sorry. I don't know what y'all talking about today.
Bro, I'm
sorry.
Sorry. I get what you mean, bro. I get what you mean. But again, I'm taking
Reggie. I'm 100% taking Reggie in the playoffs over I take Ray Allen in the playoffs.
Oh my God, bro!
I 100% am.
No.
Yo, this list.
No.
Is crazy.
Question: you having a draft? You drafted Reggie Miller instead of Ray Allen.
Yeah. I seen Reggie go to war with Michael Jeffrey fucking Jordan.
Hey, bro!
Like, I ain't see that from Ray Allen, bro. Ray Allen couldn't handle AI. Fuck. Reggie was right there with Jordan. Reggie was right there. Like,
okay. Let me ask you a question. Was it just Reggie?
Obviously, it's the whole team. Obviously, in every case is the whole team. But
no. In specifically Reggie's case, it was the whole team, bro.
Not just specifically. Because Reggie was putting up numbers too. Reggie was averaging like 27, 28.
This is crazy.
Ray Allen's most in the playoffs, I want to say, is like 25, 26.
I've
seen Reggie put up 27, for years on end. Years on end.
Hold on, bro. Maybe I'm tripping. But let me. Maybe I'm tripping.
Jesus Shuttlesworth was only for a couple of years. Only for a couple of years. Reggie was that nigga in the playoffs from day one.
Well, y'all put Sidney Moncrief at.
And fuck out of here. I don't even know who that is.
Oh my god.
Give me Toppers on TSC.
Who?
Sidney Moncrief. I fuck with him.
I don't even know who that is.
Shooting guard, 2-time DPOY. Give me Sidney Moncrief.
Ew, him being next to a teammate just don't look great.
The year that he went, the year that he played Jordan, he averaged, I don't know the specific, but in the entire playoffs, the year that he played Jordan, he averaged only like 19, 20.
Against Jordan?
Yeah. No,
that's not true.
But I don't know the playoff series, his series numbers in that particular series. But it did jump the next 2 or 3 years. The next 3 years,
I know in 98 they went to Game 7. I know they've had battles all throughout the regular. Like I know I've seen a lot of games where it was Reggie versus Jordan and Reggie was fucking with that nigga. I seen that. Hey, if y'all want to put Ray Allen tier A, bro. Honestly, I put Ray.
I'm not gonna say go ahead and do it, bro. No, I'm not doing it. I don't give a fuck, bro.
You gotta put Ray. That's all I'm saying.
Why?
If Reggie's there, you gotta put Ray.
Why? But why though?
Ray Allen is just a better basketball player than Reggie Miller, bro.
I'm not doing this, bro.
I don't know if he is though. He's more athletic.
What you mean you don't know, bro?
I don't know. I've seen both of them.
You don't know, bro.
Yo, this tier list is being discussed on Clubhouse.
What shows,
bro?
That's what I'm asking. That's what I'm asking. What has Ray Allen done to show me that like he's just as good as Reggie Miller? Like where that's why I'm asking why. Like what did Ray Allen do to say he's just as good as Reggie?
Let me ask you a question. So we talk about let's compare games.
Right.
You say who's a better shooter? Would you say it's close, right?
I don't go off strictly just your game.
No. Again, we talk about whole careers, but I take that into account.
Talking about the whole package.
But we talk about also skill. Reggie Miller is not as skilled as Ray Allen ever was, bro. That's not a question.
Reggie Miller not as skilled as T-Mac. T-Mac's tier C.
Impactful. That's why we don't look at T-Mac. He had all the skill. He wasn't impactful. Ray Allen was still impactful in his prime, though, bro.
To what standard? To what degree? The second round?
Did he not? He went to the Eastern Conference Finals, bro. He battled AI one year.
I thought Vince was in the Eastern Conference Finals.
No, he battled AI one year in the Eastern Conference Finals. He battled AI. They battled in the Eastern Conference Finals.
That was that finals 1 year.
Ever watch, bro? Go rewatch it.
That was the final.
Yeah, that was 2000.
That was 2000, I think.
Yeah, that was the final
year that
he battled Ray.
My bad. I thought that was Vince they played in the conference finals. My bad.
No.
I thought it was Vince they played in the conference finals.
But that's what I'm trying to tell you. If you're gonna put Ray up there, you gotta put. If you're gonna put.
But at the same time, even with that, Reggie, how many times Reggie made the finals as the guy? Twice?
I would say twice, yes.
Better than Ray. I never seen Ray go against somebody like Michael Jordan and fuck with him.
Bro, again, Ray Allen.
I never seen Ray like consistently be the best player on
by himself. Or Reggie wasn't just battling Jordan by himself. Or Reggie was like Reggie had a great team.
It's never by yourself. Ray Allen wasn't by himself when he was battling AI.
But JT, to your point, I saw Jimmy Butler battle with LeBron James.
We ain't talking about Jimmy no more.
No, I'm using your logic. That's the logic you just used.
Facts. Okay,
your logic.
Facts.
I never seen James Harden battle him.
We're right, but we know James Harden. But we know all the extra context behind James Harden being over Jimmy Butler.
And the real reason, the same reason why you have James Harden so high is why I have Reggie so high. Reggie as just better than Reggie. I mean, Ray Allen is better than Reggie.
But it's not the same. It's not the same. It's not the same because Reggie, if you look at Reggie's regular season numbers, he looks very pedestrian. He looks like Jimmy Butler. If you just look at just numbers, He looks like Jimmy Butler. Once you go to the playoffs and you're watching Reggie Miller, you know he's one of the baddest motherfuckers out there. I can't say that for the same longevity-wise as Ray Allen. He was only Jesus Charles for maybe 3 years. After that, he was Razor. He was a spot-up shooter. He was a role player. I'm going to say it. He was a role player.
So when did Ray Allen get drafted?
96.
I'm about to tell you right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when did he become a role player? Let me ask you that.
Late in his career.
Oh, wait.
Probably when he went to them Celtics.
Probably 07, 08. Yeah. On that time.
So he got drafted in 96. And his prime, and you say he didn't become a role player till 08.
What did he do from 96 to 08? I'm asking. I don't know.
Bruh, all I'm saying is, regardless of what he did, he is a better basketball player than Reggie Miller, bro.
That's not the end-all, be-all of this discussion, though. We have to talk about everything.
And if that's the case, then you gotta knock James Harden. That's the whole point we're trying to make, bro. You just can't on one
no.
spectrum.
The only bro, I get what y'all saying, bro. I get what y'all saying. But the only thing we can knock James Harden for is for his playoff mishaps. And then even with that, hold on. Even with that, there's only been one time we had expectations for James Harden to win a championship. Once. And he didn't do it.
So how great is he if he only had one time to win a championship?
What you mean? How great is he? That doesn't change anything.
What? For me, though. If we talk about
I know for one. James Harden has way more talent than Jimmy Butler. I know for two, James Harden has had a better career than Jimmy Butler. No, I'm saying I know James Harden has had a better. I know James Harden has a better talent than Jimmy Butler. I know James Harden has had a better career than Jimmy Butler. I know James Harden has been in the playoffs and performed production-wise better than Jimmy Butler has.
I disagree with that.
Jimmy Butler, intangible-wise, leads to more wins. I wouldn't even say even leads to more wins. Jimmy Butler, intangible-wise, leads to more like, that's the guy you want in your locker room. That's the guy you want to like he's a heartbeat guy. But no one, if you're a GM and you got to pick between Jimmy Butler and James Harden,
Jimmy Butler.
I'm
picking Jimmy Butler. I'm keeping it being with you. I'm picking Jimmy Butler.
You're going to get fired.
Why am I get fired?
Because James Harden. Because never. Hold on. Never in Jimmy Butler's ever long-living career has he ever been a top 5 player. Ever.
And I'm gonna ask you the same question.
You're right about that. I won't give you no
rhetoric.
Pushback.
I'm gonna ask you again. And when you drafting, would you draft Ray Allen or Reggie Miller?
Knowing what I know now?
Reggie, I'm still taking Reggie, bro.
Knowing what I know now? Reggie.
You're getting fired. Y'all both getting fired. Y'all talking about me.
No.
At least I got
Listen.
You niggas just smoking crack.
Hold on. Look. I've been a calm one. Hold on.
It's like y'all completely glossing over the fact that Reggie Miller becomes one of the best players in the league once the playoff time comes around.
Hold on. Look. I've been calm.
Does he not?
Hold on.
Bro, because he battled Jordan for 1 year.
Everybody.
Let me ask you a question. You talk about Jordan. You talk about Reggie Miller. 1 year. The nigga played 18 years in the NBA. What about them years, bro?
Everybody got to work from Reggie. Everybody. Granted, he ain't had the best of teams. You need a team to win, obviously. But Reggie himself, Reggie balled against everybody, bro. Everybody.
I'm gonna say this
for his whole career. Reggie didn't become no role player.
Hold on, look. I'm gonna say this, bro. I've been calm this whole time. If y'all gonna put Ray Allen A, that's fine, bro. But with me, if you put him A, Manu Ginobili has to be A.
Facts.
Klay
Thompson has to be A.
Klay Thompson has to be A. And
I had him in A, and y'all told me to knock him down. I had him in A.
Because he doesn't deserve that.
I'm just naming people that I think is better, bro. If Ray Allen is A, you have to give me Manu. You have to give me Klay. You have to give me George Gervin. You like the A tier is gonna be filled with a lot of people just because it gets mucked down when you talk about Ray Allen is tier A. Then even when we talk about all-time shooting guards, how is he A? He's number 8 on a lot of people's list. He's number 9 on a lot of people's list.
Just look at tier 1, bro. Look at tier A, bro. That's
like,
filled with a whole bunch of guys who were the number one option.
Like, hold
guys
on,
who were either got to the finals or winning MVP.
Question. Hold on, I'm gonna ask you a simple question, bro. You think like, cause tier A, you have to say like they're comparable or at least on the same tier. You think Ray Allen is on the same tier as AI? Clyde, you just yelled at JT about Clyde Drexler. If you think, because we're putting them on the same tier, you believe if you're fighting for Ray Allen to be on tier A, this means your belief is that Ray Allen is on the same tier as Clyde Drexler. Do you believe that?
There's no way.
No. Do you believe that?
No.
So why was he be tier A? Do you believe he's on the same?
I said Reggie, if you want to put Reggie at tier A because of what he accomplished and what he did as a main guy.
I'm not talking about Reggie. I'm talking
about talent. If we're talking about straight talent, when you talk about that alone, Ray Allen deserves to be on the A tier. If you're gonna put Reggie on the A tier, I'm being very.
But we're not talking about just talent when we put Ray.
You can't put the same thing you can say about James Harden. If we're gonna say James Harden is A tier and he ain't been shit in the playoffs. He ain't been shit.
That's not true. That's not true. That's not true.
How is it not true, bro? Explain it to me, please.
Because let me tell you, right? Y'all killed James Harden, right? Y'all killed James Harden for averaging 36 or 35 in the regular season to go on to average 27, 28. Granted, he drops. He does not perform to his standard in the playoffs. But to anybody else, if they were putting up those type of numbers in the playoffs, they'd be called a great playoff performer. I'm not defending James Harden. I'm not a James Harden fan. But everybody in tier A has either brought a team to the championship multiple times as the guy or won an MVP. Ray Allen has done neither.
And what does Reggie has? So you have to drop Reggie.
Reggie has brought a team to the finals multiple times.
He hasn't won a championship. No. He hasn't won a championship, and he hasn't won even the MVP.
Did I say that?
You said all A tier has either won a championship or has won an MVP.
Won a championship. I didn't say won a championship. Why would I say won a championship if only one person is won a championship in A tier? I said
bring it to the finals
multiple times, or they have an MVP.
And again, with that being said, if that's the criteria you're going to use, I'm still going to put Ray Allen up there, bro. I'm going to, bro. Because Ray Allen is just that talented to the point where I'm going to put him in A tier.
Talented, bro. He's not that talented. You don't think y'all making it sound like Ray Allen just had this all-time talent.
If you don't think Ray Allen is that talented, why do you think besides Reggie Miller in his career, besides them 2 years that you're talking about, he had an 18-year career. What did he accomplish as a dude?
He's an all-time great playoff performer. We know this. We know this about Reggie Miller. Y'all keep glossing over that. We talk about Ray Allen. Is he not an all-time great playoff performer in his own right? No.
So he don't have one of the greatest shots in playoff performance history.
A shot?
Again, you talk about playoff performances. Is that not a playoff performance?
A shot is not a performance,
Again, bro, you said playoff performance, and I yet asked you, is that not a playoff performance?
You're comparing one shot compared to a performance.
You said a performance, and I gave you one.
That's not a performance. That's a shot.
All right, bro.
He was a role player. He literally was standing in the corner like this, waiting. He didn't do nothing. He caught the ball and shot it. That was not no performance, bro. Stop.
Okay.
You're not going to compare what Reggie was doing in the playoffs to Ray Allen one shot. Come on now, bro.
So where Vince Carter going?
He'll be
B.
He's B?
I'm cool with B.
I had him C.
I don't mind C, but I'm cool with B. I don't mind C, but I'm cool with B.
Yeah, I had him C with his cousin. So, yeah.
But I think he's had a better career than T-Mac.
No, for sure.
Possibly, I don't know.
I think it's right about the same. He just had longevity. T-Mac didn't have that.
Yeah. We can put him.
Joe Dumars.
We get
Joe
B.
Dumars. Oh, B. Yeah, B. Doesn't he have a finals MVP?
He's a finals MVP.
He has a finals MVP, and didn't he had an all-time? He has all NBA teams. I think he's outscored Isaiah Thomas in that finals. I'm not
the second one.
Yeah, I
he was never the best player on his team though.
Yeah, I have him beat though.
What else we got over there? I think this
Joe Dumars is from here too. Joe Dumars from Louisiana.
Brendan Roy going to C tier?
Bro, why? Why do y'all do things like this, bro? Why do y'all do things like this, bro?
Do what?
T-Mac there.
I put him in
like 5 years, bro.
So you want to put him in D?
D.
Hey, bro, why do y'all do things like that, bro?
Sorry, Rose. Sorry, I forgot. I'm sorry. I apologize.
But it's not even no. The difference.
I ain't want the veins to start popping out.
It's kind of funny. You use the talent argument to your advantage. Like, I don't know.
You got to do it for come on, bro. Y'all, we talking about one thing.
We talking about
doing a small forward list. We got to change the criteria instead of clear criteria because this shit ain't working.
Yeah, this clearly ain't working.
Bro, y'all speaking on just their talent. They didn't do shit with the talent.
You're talking about talent. I'm talking with this James Harden, Jimmy Butler. You keep talking about the talent with James Harden.
James Harden was a top 5 player. James Harden was a top 5 player in the league for years, for 7+ years probably.
Josh, I understand.
And what playoff success did that come with?
Listen,
JT?
the reason
how many conference finals has James Harden been to?
How many finals he been to as a man? How many finals he been to as a man?
None as the man. He ain't made none as the man. But he has an MVP. And he's been at 4 conference finals, if I'm not mistaken.
So listen, Josh. This is why.
I
the argument.
I don't see why the hate for James. Bro,
we don't hate James Harden. I just don't think he belongs on this A tier.
He doesn't perform to his standards in the playoffs.
No,
but his playoff performance is not horrible.
Even if you bring James Harden to B tier, I wouldn't be mad. As long as him and Jimmy Butler's on the same tier. I don't think James Harden's on a higher tier than Jimmy Butler. Especially off of the criteria y'all giving right now.
That's ridiculous.
Josh, I hope you know, like when we get off the podcast and we have these arguments in a group chat, I hope you know everything you're saying right now, Rose is gonna use against you, bro.
Oh, no.
When we talk about Dame,
I already know he's gonna use it against the Westbrook.
When we talk about Dame and Westbrook, bro,
that's fine. He could use it. He already said he was. He just said he was.
I side with you, Josh, because yes, Westbrook has an MVP. He's been a top 5 player in the league. I give him 3, 4, hell, 5 times. But then if you're gonna say, but what has he done as the man? Dame has beat him as the man. Dame has got out the round before him as the man. And that's what
I give Rose props for that. I never discredit when Rose brings that up.
But when we look at it, bro, if you're gonna say that I like Jimmy Butler, bro. He's one of the.
I got a better question. Since we talking about Jimmy so much, what has Jimmy done outside of that 1 year in Miami in the playoffs?
The next year after that.
He took the Timberwolves.
The next year he got swept.
The next year he got swept. What, the year before the finals?
The T-Wolves, they got their ass kicked.
And then
he took that team. Hold on, he helped take that T-Wolves team to the playoffs because Cat wasn't the best player, and they just made it back this year. And Cat is still not the best player in my opinion on that team.
And I'm about to piss you off. He wasn't even the best player on that team during that series.
Look,
D Rose was.
But thank you for tuning in, JT. Thank you for coming in. I didn't mean to yell at you about the Clyde shit. We cool. It's all love. It's all love.
It's basketball talk.
I love y'all. Thank you for tuning in. I'm out.
All right, bro.
Listen, listen.
It's this criteria, bro. Based off this criteria, if y'all gave me a different criteria, I wouldn't be doing this. But
the y'all get so high on Jimmy, bro?
Crazy.
His talent doesn't touch James Harden. His playoff success still doesn't touch James Harden because the only time he's had serious playoff success was that 1 year when he made the finals. Other than that, he damn near might not even been the best player on any of the other teams he was on.
Let me ask you a question, JT. How many meltdowns can you count on your hand that Jimmy Butler has had in the playoffs?
He's had a few.
He
He's had a few.
got swept last year.
But if we want to hold on, Josh.
I'm talking about individual player. You're talking about the team. I'm talking about the individual player.
Hold on,
That's all.
I
said the
you,
individual player.
No, Rel, watch this. He averaged 14 points against the Bucks last year when they got swept. What about when Minnesota was fucking D Rose? Yeah. What about in Minnesota when D Rose was coming off the bench and was a better player than him in that series? So what about when D Rose was a better player than him again in the 2015 series against Cleveland?
Josh, and then my thing about it is that
I'll give you those.
Even if you want to,
but I bet you James Harden meltdown is going to be way more than Jimmy Butler.
No, they don't.
James
Harden having a meltdown is 27 points.
This is going in a circle, bro. This is going in a circle, bro. Because we just going in circles at this point.
Hold on. Why are we letting? You know what, Josh? You and Rose been nasty this whole time. Jimmy Butler got a finals. Jimmy Butler got a finals as the man.
I'm talking about the criteria, y'all. I'm only doing this because the criteria y'all performed.
When LeBron beat Westbrook and Kevin Durant in the NBA Finals, who else was on that team?
Wait, what?
When LeBron James beat Westbrook and Kevin Durant in the finals, who else was on that team?
James Harden stunk it up.
He was in the finals, wasn't he? So now he was in the finals.
No, I said as the man. I said as the man. That's what I said. So finals as the man.
Even when you say that, Jimmy didn't make the finals as the man. Miami did that shit conglomerately. That's together.
Yeah, bro. That's so because you can't sit there and say that in the finals.
The criteria we said was their overall career, their talent, and their playoff success, right?
Jimmy doesn't you gonna tell me James Harden been more successful in the playoffs than Jimmy Butler?
Jimmy Butler doesn't have.
That's what y'all about to sit here and tell me.
Hold on, that's the three. Hold on, you said you're going off our criteria. He doesn't have a better career. He's not more talented, and no, he does not have more playoff success than James Harden. He doesn't. Y'all kill James Harden for not playing up to James Harden standards.
So
Jimmy doesn't even play up to his standards sometimes, and his standards not even touching under what James Harden underplaying.
Look,
James Harden having a bad series is better than Jimmy Butler having one of his best.
Josh, you want to bring up Jimmy Butler and his playoff success? Cool. From 2013 and 2011,
broad.
But y'all keep listen. Jimmy Butler. I'm not gonna read 2011, 2012 because he got 1 minute of play time. So 2013, 13 points. 2013, 2014, 14. 2015, 23. The next year, 23. Minnesota, he put up 16 points. Philadelphia, he put up 19. Miami in the 2022 bubble, he put up 22 points. Last year versus Milwaukee, he put up 14 points. And this
year, what is this playoff Jimmy y'all talking about, bro?
He's putting up 29. And we can read James Harden playoff stats. I bet they're way better than that. Yes, he had meltdowns, but hold on. Let me even see how many games Jimmy Butler played.
Even in James Harden meltdowns is better than Jimmy. He's still better than Jimmy.
So we talk about Jimmy Butler and this playoff
run. Y'all nasty, bro. Y'all was nasty
last
for that,
year, he had a playoff run.
It's because of the criteria. Y'all gave this broad-ass criteria.
Even with the criteria, Jimmy doesn't beat him in nothing.
It's too broad. If you would have narrowed it down to something like who had their prime or something, it'll be different. Because you and Rel gave this broad criteria, it's just too you leave loopholes around this
criteria. What criteria can you use where Jimmy will be better on the same level as James Harden? You can't go prime for prime. It's James Harden. You can't go playoff success. It's still James Harden. You can't go overall career. It's James Harden. They could be on the same.
They could be on the same tier for as I care. I just don't think if we're talking about tier list, I don't think James Harden is a tier better than Jimmy Butler. If they on the same tier, if they both on C, I don't care. D, A, S, Q, Z, I don't care. But to me,
why is Jimmy Butler Why is Jimmy Butler, who's barely a 20-point per game scorer, on the same level as James Harden, who is an MVP caliber player? Jimmy has never been that ever in his career. Jimmy has never even been Jimmy's barely been a top 10 player his career. James Harden's been top 5 for 5+ years. There's no, like, how is that even why is that even a problem that James Harden's a tier over him? James Harden has more All-NBA teams. James Harden has more playoff wins. James Harden's production is higher. James Harden has more career accolades. There's nothing Jimmy Butler can even compete with James Harden on. Nothing.
Listen, if I had to draft one of these dudes, I'm taking Jimmy Butler over James Harden.
That's
based off what I know, I'm
That's
taking
insane.
it.
That's insane. Jimmy Butler was the last pick in his draft.
And look what the play he turned out to develop into.
James Harden was picked higher than Jimmy, and guess what happened? He ended up better than Jimmy.
Yeah, I think they're on the same
This
team.
hate for James Harden is crazy, bro.
I don't hate him.
This is definitely hate. You can't tell me James Harden and Jimmy Butler are on the same level and try to say that it's not hate. That's definitely hate, bro. There's no way. Jimmy has never
If I'm looking at this tier list, based on the people you have on this tier list, Jimmy Butler could be right up there.
How?
I don't like.
Every one of those
I don't even think Reggie Miller should be over Ray Allen, but
every one of those guys in tier A has led their team to the finals or won an MVP. Jimmy Butler didn't lead Miami to the finals. That was together. This would be the only year. If the Heat make the finals, it would be the only time Jimmy Butler led a team to the finals.
Look, bro, this cape that you have for Jimmy Butler, I don't know why you turned it. I don't know why you turned it to Superman with this one. The year that he put up 13 points, they played 12 games. The next year that he put up 14 points, they played 5 games. That means he was first rounded. The next year after that, he played 12 games. The next year after that, he played 6 games, first round. Minnesota, first round. Philadelphia, yes, they went to the Eastern Conference. When they went to the finals, 21 games. Last year, 4 games. Like, come on, bro.
I just heard three or four first round exits.
I don't know why y'all have this cape for Jimmy Butler. I don't know.
Like, come on, bro.
When I don't know when y'all put the cape on, but this is a nasty cape to have. If you think that he's on James Harden level, I don't know when y'all started thinking that he was on James Harden level, but to me, he's never on that. Even this year, he's playing out of his mind. He's not on that. He's a top 15 player at best in the league, bro. If James Harden plays how he's supposed to play, like we know James Harden to play, he's undeniably a top 5 player in the league. Undeniably. Bro, Jimmy Butler can have a great, excellent year.
Both of them at their worst. Who's better, James Harden or Jimmy Butler? Both of them at their worst.
James Harden is better than him at his worst.
Okay. Both of them at their best. Who's better, James Harden or Jimmy Butler?
James Harden, bro. So I don't know how they came on the same tier. I don't know what you and Rose is thinking about, bro. If y'all want to just do it talent, then yeah, bro. We talking about talent.
If we doing talent, Jimmy C.
And if y'all just want to do talent wise, how y'all gonna do talent? That means Tracy McGrady is then there an S tier player.
So I didn't do talent. I don't even know what the criteria was because Kevin switched.
Bro, my criteria.
No, the criteria is
hold on, Ralph. See what you just said. My criteria. So your criteria is gonna be different from JT's criteria. There was no clear-cut criteria. That's what me and Rose been trying to tell you. But that's what me and Rose been trying to tell y'all. When it came to this tier list, there was no clear-cut criteria for these players. Y'all was switching it for certain players. The criteria was switching. If y'all had a clear-cut criteria, we wouldn't be having this argument.
We never.
Like that's what it comes down
to. No, because no. When we started this, y'all asked us what the criteria was. We said their overall career. We said their talent and what they did as the man, their individual role that she says as the man.
So look,
it's consistent. Y'all just disagree. I don't know how you can put Jimmy next to a nigga like AI, next to a nigga like Clyde, next to a nigga like Reggie, next to a nigga like Harden. Jimmy ain't done nothing like none of them niggas. Nothing.
I don't even think Reggie should be on tier A, but go ahead, JT.
Because I don't see why you don't think that. Reggie is an all-time playoff performer. All time, bro.
If we talk about talent, Ray Allen's more talented to him. If you want to include that. If you want to talk about who had the better career, Ray Allen had the better career.
That's what
if you want to talk about JT, if we want to talk about who had the better career, Ray Allen had the better career than Reggie. So what are we
Yo,
doing?
I'm not gonna lie.
Hold on. Hold on.
Now
This is no, real. Watch
you
this.
see how the
Watch
criteria
this.
just got screwed up?
No. This is where it's a mix between the criteria changing and y'all not adding context.
Oh my
Ray Allen won those 2 championships as a fucking role player. That's where the responsibility part came in when we established it. Because Ray Allen ain't done shit as the guy. He ain't did shit. Talent-wise, he's up there.
What do you mean ain't done shit? What do you mean by ain't done shit? What do you mean by that?
He ain't did shit as the dude. What did he do?
What do you mean by that? Win a championship, make it to playoffs. What do you mean by that? I don't know what that means.
What did he do as the guy?
Listen,
he took a team to the Eastern Conference Final. 2 teams. The Bucks and the Seahawks.
They made
Bucks. Personally,
who else did that? Who else did that?
And the Supersonics.
Personally, like this, bro. Listen, thank y'all for coming to Bucket City, bro. We're gonna have to revisit this and set a set criteria.
That's all I'm saying.
I don't know if we're talking about better overall. I don't know if we're talking about skill, but like.
Thank you. That's all I'm saying.
To just say that, to really sit here and say that Jimmy Butler and James Harden is on the same level, I don't like that. That's beyond me, bro. And honestly, bro, that's disrespectful. Like if
it really is, bro.
It's disrespectful, bro. So me personally, bro. Like I'm done with this conversation, bro.
So next week we're gonna redo this all over again and have a clear-cut criteria.
Yeah, cause this is nasty right here, bro. I can't lie to you, bro. This is nasty right here. This whole time arguing about. This whole time arguing about